still, and they themselves are behind them and out on circuit for one final time. 25 seconds left. This will be the final lap here. On-off Racing abandoned it exactly the same error as Mantis did just a few moments ago. That inside curb at turn 1, it is lethal.
I'm muted, that might explain why. Hello.
Hello. Sends you straight into the grass.
I might have to call the US site, and I really don't want to.
Grib.
Oh, you can see how much they're pushing the track limits here. The rear wheel, the rear left wheel on the white line and just about to touch the grass there for the number 6.
The entire
so far, though,
back office thing on the US side fucked up the other day, and I think that's what the ticket is for.
Mantis Freakers for Team Rookie Monsters in 3rd. And then Mark Vite in the 66. They've had a really strong finish here.
Just means I can't be asked to deal with them because they're all useless cunts.
And then it is Matt Scholten in P5, followed by the sister
car. No, it was alright. I can close the link into the primary.
So fucking sweet. Going ahead of his teammate in the closing stages of qualifying 2. Then it's Royal Blue Racing in the number 4. They're in P7. So they managed to get
never reporting anyone iRacing again.
And as we come across the line, it is the number 2.
You know that takeout that I got
into P8
from that Porsche.
So
that's not a bad
qualifying session. All of the top cars.
Did you get anything?
All the way up into P8 and 9. 0.6 seconds.
How is that not a bad?
Gray, 0.8 seconds. So it's very close in the LMP2 class indeed. So that is
in the
results. It will be Black Hawk Racing starting for the LMP2s. For company, they've got Nicholas Lemoyne for On-Off Racing, who, of course, are in 2nd place in the championship standings. And GT3-wise, it is going to be the Go Team racing car, and they have the BMW of Minato Boffa Sim Racing as well. This is going to be a tough one, ladies and gents, that is for sure. We're just going to go for a 5-minute warm-up before we go racing. We're just going to have a quick little break, and we'll be right back with the racing action. So don't go anywhere. The 3 hours of Mid-Ohio is coming right up after this.
I think I can go back to having a snooze, I think. You crashed again?
Yep.
Oh dear.
Very uncalled for, Sam. Very uncalled for.
Don't know what you're on about. What happened last race? Remind me.
The GT3s are shite in RFT.
No, there was a slight issue right there. I'll let you off. I love how this ticket, I can literally just go and close it now. That's fantastic. It's like, for our main tickets, if it's a big issue, like where it's affecting multiple stores, they'll just say close it and link it to a primary ticket. So this primary ticket's got 45 other stores linked to it, all with closed tickets, and it's just like, cool, okay, we'll deal with it.
I take it you use like soft phones plugged into your laptops to take calls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5.9, have you heard of that?
No.
It's alright. It's kind of like Discord and Skype merged together because we've got IM and shit like that on it. It's alright. It's temperamental at best. At this point, I've managed to lock myself out of my account because I'm an idiot. So I'm having to use a link to log in every time.
I take it you have a separate headset then for your laptop?
Yeah.
Oh, there's the pit entry. Okay.
You probably should have worked this out before starting.
The only reason I know a bit of this track is because we did it in the F3s.
Did we?
I think so.
I don't think we did.
Did we not? We did it in something.
Oh.
So I came round the corner. Oh, maybe, I don't know. So I came round the corner wide. No.
I don't think we did it in AC.
Because I remember coming around the corner wide and ended up going into the pits because I didn't know where the pit thing was. I was like, right, okay, I can't go wide there then.
Who's tagging? Oh, it's that fucking Isle of Man site. I tried calling them. They ignored me. It's not much I can do. Please, can you elaborate the issue? I told you this is happening on all of the tills. I hate Card Factory.
Surely there mustn't be many card factory sites open.
This is the one site that is open.
Afternoon, ladies and gents.
So it's on the
Welcome
exit
back
of
to
this
the live
corner.
stream
Don't
here
miss it this
for
time.
Round 5 of the World Sports Car Challenge. Of course, if you haven't watched the
It's
qualifying,
all
you'll know.
3 tills.
Sorry,
This
you
site
won't know
are
that we're
having
at
the issue.
Ohio for the first time in WSCC history, and
The
boy, is it going to be a
latest
challenge one here this afternoon. If you didn't see the qualifying, how close it was with the LMP2s and the GT3s,
It's
highly
not
recommend
Renault.
you hit that rewind button on YouTube or Twitch, wherever you're watching.
So
here
ignore
this
green,
afternoon,
go on
and
green
have a
when
good
they say
gander
to.
at
Ignore
the time,
green, go
because
on
it was close indeed. At the moment, we're just waiting for the warm-up session to finish, which I believe it just
I
finished,
can't-
and go over to the race,
Straight.
where we
That's
will
what-
bring you.
I can't really spot for you, so
Between these two
fine.
great cars.
you're going in, we're back.
We're just lining up on
Okay, all
to
drivers,
the
just
start
to
finishing
remind
line now,
everyone,
and it
we'll be
was
doing
the
a
number
full
6 from
formation
Blackpool
lap
Racing
followed
that was
by the
able
first
to
5 corners.
bring
The
home
green zone will
that
be
front
on
row
the
seat,
back
and
straight.
Nicholas Lemoyne put on
Please
off
take it
racing
easy
in
for the first
second
lap.
place,
And
and very
good
strong
for them.
performance from both of those
Win on
guys.
first lap.
Championship standing wise, of course, we are midway through
Overtake
the season
everyone.
now. It is the number 1.
It can't
which
be
is
as bad
leading
as the
in
Monza
LMP2
race,
with
can it?
111 points, and on-off racing
We'll see.
close behind with
How do you want to do it?
108.
Just to
I start,
remind everyone,
you get in after the first stop,
formation lap
and then
followed by
you
the
come
first
in
5 corners.
and I finish.
The
Or do you
green
want to
zone
go
will be
me
on the
double,
back
you
straight.
go?
Please take it easy for the first
I
lap.
was thinking maybe a U double, because then there's less time sat in the pit swapping drivers.
Director, just quickly
Okay.
reminding
A
people
2 driver swap versus a 1 driver swap.
hazards
Okay,
of
do that.
starting. We are going live on the back straight. Let's have a
We're
quick
all
look at
gonna
qualifying
die.
results for
Remember?
you and see who
we
is
are.
where. So we've got Black Hawk Racing, as mentioned just previously, on that front row.
That's providing we don't get
followed by
murdered
On-Off
at some
Racing,
stage.
who join them alongside for the start. Mantis Rikas, our championship leaders,
Just instant
are in
death.
third.
P2s are only,
And then
what,
it is the
8 seconds
66 with
quicker?
Mark Fight behind the wheel in P4.
Thought there would be more
Then it's
than
Max
that.
Scholten, the first of the fair racing teams, and they're joining each other alongside.
Wait, how
with
much
Cliff
quicker?
Vanderveen in the
8 seconds.
close behind in 6th.
8.
Yeah.
Blue Racing
Still
in
quite a lot.
P7, followed by Lars
Hello.
Jefferson with Team Rookie Monsters in P8.
Oh,
Then you've got Go Team Racing
We're
in the
going
number
green.
7 in P9.
well,
Luca
formation
Gray
lap.
in 10. P10, sorry, should
No,
I say.
doing it now. Go, Carl.
And then rounding out the final of the
Make
first
it
round
green.
is Nick Newcastle
Green.
for Juice's Motorsport Club. Moving over
Round
to
the
the
outside of
GT3s,
the
it is a
formation
great
lap.
run
Let's
for
go!
the Corvette for Go Team Racing. Maurice Mel coming home in first. Then it's Luigi Russo in the 26th.
Oh, we're taking the LMP2s.
Andy Parkinson's for Trax
God.
VR Racing. Really strong performance from those guys. It's
Hello, new user.
in P3.
Who's
Then
this?
Dylan Tolboten in P4 for
Reese.
RSA Sim Racing.
Oh,
First
no
of the
phone.
Ferraris in P5.
Oh, geez.
Rose Racing. With
Oh,
Dennis
we're going a
Costello
bit
Sims.
quick
Reese.
down
And then
the
P6
down
is
the.
Velasquez for Team Simco in their Porsche.
We're going a bit quick.
After it's Tube in P7 for Panica Gaming, followed by the second of the Monato Boffa BMWs. And then
Okay,
we
this
have
dash is annoying
rounding
me
out
now.
the top 10 there is Alton Motorsports in P20.
Is that the one with just like the dial?
Yeah, I'm putting
We've got
more
19
shit on it, but
of the second of the
I'm
Simco
dying as well.
Porsches. And Team Rookie Monsters with Bradley Sellers coming
The-
home.
All drivers,
because the
just
fonts are
form
different
up
sizes, it
right
fucks it up.
to
Number
on
10
the
with
start finish straight, please, and
SWMD
prepare for the
Ajax
start.
Racing. Then you've got the
GT.
Bentley
We're
in
already
one that's
2 by
here this
2, mate.
afternoon, or in the series.
Heavy GT
GT4
dash like an
and
old
then
Mustang.
Shattered Windshield
GT3s,
Racing
remember
with
to
Sam
Big dial.
leave a gap
We've got
to the LMP2s
one
ahead.
entry
They're faster
build
than
version
GT1.
with stock skins available, hence
Mm,
why we've got
looking.
this horrible graphic at the bottom.
I
of
didn't
your
post the other
screen.
ones, did I?
So we are
Hold on.
going to be going racing
No, you
very
only put
shortly.
the oldie
So
style one in
Adam,
general.
actually, Lunar Racing
All
doing very
drivers,
badly.
form up into 2 by 2 on the start finish straight, please, and
No,
prepare
this
for
isn't the start finish line. Why am I getting ready to go?
So Lunar Racing, they
that's
did
quite
really
cool.
well at Spa. They were leading
GT3s,
for.
remember to leave a gap to the LMP2s ahead.
So yeah, Lunar Racing doing
Christ,
very
what
badly
cars
here.
are
They're
you
actually
running that are
starting
going
way,
up
way
to
down the
20K?
order, so maybe they couldn't get a clean qualifying lap. I'm not too
F2003,
sure, but we'll
Paul.
get our banners up and ready. Get all
Oh, that's
the
it.
data
Ah,
available.
It just auto
as they go on
fixes
to
the.
start
Good luck,
race
Kyle.
straight. We are starting
Cheers.
between
I'm gonna be a
turn
bit
5 and
quiet
at the
6
start
here
'cause
at
it's
Mid-Ohio.
Do you want
As long as
muted
the
or?
data available, makes sense to
I'll
start
be
there
alright.
as opposed to
Okay.
a very short run down towards the start finish
If
line.
it gets a bit too mad, then I'll
All
yell.
drivers,
as
prepare
usual.
for green flag.
Okay, I'll be ready with
Two
server
wide
Devon.
formation for the start. It's actually going to be the Black Hawk Racing car that's going
Fuck
to have
you,
the optimal
Porsche.
line on the run down
I wanna
towards
scream,
the first corner, shall we say, which will be turn
Well, you're running
6.
for it at GT.
Because they will have the inside line, which will be
Green,
good for
green,
them
green.
in the grand scheme of things. That means they can dictate
What car you running?
where
Oh, we're
on-off
3 wide.
racing will go.
Chevy
provided they,
GT3.
of course, get the leap first
God.
as they all come
Oh
onto the
my
long straight.
All
goodness.
drivers, prepare
No.
for green flag.
I believe
So
that
we're
sounds
just
like a
waiting for them
death.
to get onto the main straight. Of course, the GT3s hopefully will
There's a
get onto
delay
there
on
as
stream, so
well.
I can't see what's going on.
Mm.
And we are going to go racing any second now.
Green, green, green.
Now, so Black Hawk Racing off to a
All
decent
drivers,
start.
code
On-off
80
racing
in
are,
10
of course,
seconds.
onto the outside.
Cody
All of
Hite
the cars
already,
opting
fuck
for that
me.
inside line if they can find some space. Here comes Mantis Rikas down the inside. He takes the
5,
lead. They're going 3 wide
4,
into the first corner,
3,
which is
2,
turn 6. And
This
it's
is a yellow.
Code
Team
80 in
Rookie
effect.
Monsters who
Why
take
are
the
you
lead
break-
on the first of the corners. That is incredible stuff performance there. Here comes the 66.
Are
The
you
66
dead or are
with
you
Mark White
okay?
promoting On-Off Racing
No,
down into
this
P4.
guy,
That is the Team
like,
Farrell
put on the pit
Racing team
limiter
cars
and then
behind as
braked
well.
again.
And we've had
Oh.
a massive incident
What are
somewhere,
you
of course.
doing?
Back to the GT3s just quickly because it is still the Corvette.
Going well then.
Team Racing, which is still
Two.
going.
It's more retarded than an iRacing lobby.
And I'm not too sure who was. We've got the 99,
Oh,
which
that's
is.
just-
Yeah,
He's
they seem to have
speeding!
had a collision. They're missing a front right wheel. So clearly having a few issues.
Carbon
at the start
99,
there.
reminder,
So
we are
not too
under
sure
code
what
80
caused
even
that,
if you
but
are
it seems
damaged.
to be only just the one casualty here.
He's
All drivers,
speeding.
prepare for green
The
flag,
98,
10 seconds.
Is the
What
next
car is it?
line.
The
which is,
BMW
Luna
right in
Racing,
front
so
of
they've got some work
D
to do to
Facto.
get up into those
Are
high
you still
scoring
formation lap
points.
or something?
No, we're
But,
Five,
Cody.
yeah,
four,
very strange
three,
incident there for
2,
99. Doesn't seem to
1,
be
green
anyone else
flag.
that's been involved, and nobody else is coming into
Yeah,
pit
fuck
lane as
you.
well, as they've all got
99, reminder, we are under code 80 even
Was
if you
Carl's
are
stream
damaged.
No, I'm
Mm.
not streaming.
No.
Oh.
I don't
Drivers,
want to
prepare
stream.
for green flag,
The
10
99 comes
seconds.
back into pit
This isn't
lane
good
there,
enough for his
so
Twitch channel.
one casualty so far.
There you go,
Hopefully they can
Reese.
get that repaired. It is just a
I
missing
don't really
wheel.
care
Hopefully they
that.
didn't
I
cause
don't think
too
I
much
jumped
damage.
that. He's just slow and shit.
3, 2,
And
1, green flag.
back to
Oh,
racing
dear.
here as Mantis Rikas comes out
Going
of
well.
the hairpin
I'll wait
onto
till
the
you're
grass,
off on the
and that's
stream
going to
then.
compromise his exit. Here comes Black Hawk Racing, the number 6. He gets squeezed onto the outside, but he's taken the lead already. So bad start from Mantis Rikas.
If he gets
coming
me
down
for
into
like
sector
jumping
2
the start,
already.
I didn't jump the
And
start. I
back
went
to
on
where
green.
He started. He still made up some
I
ground,
just-
'cause of course he did start P3, but now he is in a Black Hawk sandwich as the number 6 goes deep into the braking zone at turn 6. So really a lot of cold tyres, cold brakes coming into play here, but the number 6 still hangs on to that lead that they had at the start of the race. On-off racing in the eye shot as well as they all go through the what do you call it? The Thunder Valley, sorry, my apologies. It was turn 9. As I try to figure out where the hell I am on Mid-Ohio Circuit.
Sorry about that.
Streaming
Very
geezer's
close
looking
battle
at the
between
track
the
map
top
trying to
five
work out
in
where
the
the fuck
prototype
he is on
class.
track.
As you can see, only 0.5 seconds separating all of them as they come down onto the start-finish line for the first time at full speed. Going over to the GT3s, we have Morris Mell. He's got a slight gap over Dylan Tarboton in the RSA Sim Racing car. He's obviously done well to get into second place on the drop of the green, as they did start in third. And the 26, Luigi Russo's
We've
BMW,
got a
close
lot
behind,
better
so it's a
race
1-2
setup than a
for
qualifying
Corvette at the
setup.
moment. And Andrew
Okay.
Parkinson has been demoted off that podium position as
I
well.
can
He started
really push
third
it,
after
like
qualifying
in the
in
race.
number 11.
Was I think these guys are really playing safe.
Maybe the extra weight helps the car out.
Yeah.
So
If
we've
you-
got the slipstream coming down the back straight.
Oh,
Corvette does look really cool.
I don't think
Down
they
towards
might
turn
be on
4.
their
We'll see
hard
how much
tyres
the
as well.
slipstream comes into
Because I
effect
seem to have a
for
lot more
Corvette.
corner and grip than they do.
Let me get that live thing up and I'll double
Opportunities
check.
That time by. Of course, you've got the 2 Porsches. Great start from the 19 from Simco. They were starting in P10, but they've managed to claw their way all
Live
down
timing.
the order into P6. So very strong performance from them. The top 5 still coming through turn 1 once more. It's going to be a
There's
very
a
tough lap time
handful
here this
on
afternoon, and that means that multi-class
mediums,
racing
but
will
everyone else is on
definitely be at
softs.
its peak, as the classes are going to mix probably in the next 10 minutes or so, which is the fastest it's ever happened this season so far.
What place am I?
My question is, how
You
is that going to
are
impact the
20th.
overtaking opportunities? Of course, they have to
Overall.
be patient.
Yeah,
wait
20th
for the right
overall.
moment to appear before
Can you
taking
work
that
out in
overtaking
class?
chance
I can
against
try
some
to.
GT3 colleagues here. And that is going to add another element to this race, more so than we did at any other circuit, such as Spa, for example. We've got plenty of long straights, overtaking
You're
chances.
8th overall.
Mid-Ohio is exactly the opposite, which is
Or
what
8th.
makes
Positions off the
this
start.
round quite
8th,
important if they want
8th
to make
in
sure
class, I
they
mean.
In
take
class.
home
Yeah.
those points.
Words.
Now, is Mantis Ricas still within 1 second for the time being coming into the carousel? 0.7 seconds coming into the braking zone. Mark V still starting to drop back.
I don't
into
quite
the
understand
jaws
why
of
that Beamer
Nicholas
brake
Lemoyne
checked
in
me
the on-off racing car.
on code 80.
Think about that sentence and why he's driving a
The gap is
BMW.
down to at least half a second from the
Therein lies the
So
answer.
Mark V obviously dropping back from our
Like-
leaders here. That's allowing the Fair Racing team car, which is driven by
How
Matt
hard is
Shelton,
it to
come
stay on
into
pit
the mix
limiter and
ever so
just
slightly.
stay
So
at
he's
pit
sitting in
limiter?
P5. He's got a nice
Don't
buffer
need to
zone
brake
behind
again.
him in the form of his teammate Cliff Van der Vin, who's defending
Maybe he wants to
against
make sure
Royal
he's on that
Blue
limiter.
Racing himself.
Everyone around is doing like 121s, so seems fairly even at the minute.
What's Carl lapping at?
Hmm?
What's Carl lapping at? Roughly the same. Or?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
121.7. Everyone's
Okay.
in around the same. Couple tenths here and there.
Nicholas Moyne starting to apply
See
a
how
bit of
LMP2's
pressure to Mark
traffic
V
is.
now for
quite a
third
nice stream,
place
this.
in class.
Are you watching their broadcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No sign of the GT3s just as of yet. Let's pop over to that because that is very close indeed. We've got this battle between Andrew Parkinson and Luigi Russo. And Amato Buffer Sim Racing trying to defend. Oh, he's making a move down the inside into turn 4. No contact made. Tried to force the issue. Luckily, the door was still wide enough to avoid any kind of contact, but he tried to force the issue, but not enough. Now, Tracks VR Racing, they're doing very well in the season, especially at Spa. They had a very strong weekend. They're currently sitting in P10 with 58 points.
Have we been reported?
Don't think so.
Because the Beamer, like, was really slow off of the code 80.
Is that like
So
a
if they get
results
strong result here,
spreadsheet
they can
for the
really
season?
start to climb.
No, it's on their
that ladder.
website.
They had a very strong round
You have
last
to,
2
like,
weeks, but the
download
rest
a
of the season
PDF.
for them hasn't been too great. They've run into a few issues in the first part of the season, but that seems to be
We're
ironing
last
out
if you
some
wanted to
issues,
know.
and they seem to be very strong in the last 2 rounds or so. So fingers
Nice.
crossed they can perform well here this round as well at Mid-Ohio. Now Dylan Topoten is trying to stay attached to the 13, but now he has a Ferrari between the two of them, as you can see, which is a lap down
Yeah,
already.
nothing's
So some
been
problems there maybe.
reported yet.
That was one of the cars involved at the start of the race.
Perhaps the BMW was like,
I
I've
think
done
that's the
something
91.
wrong. As well. So we're even.
So that might have been another culprit that caused the first of the Code 80s here this afternoon. But now he needs to try and get past that Ferrari as quick as he can. That'll offer him a bit of breathing room for the cars behind. The first of which is the BMW from Luigi Russo, Manotto Boffa Sim Racing. It's going to be interesting to see how the traffic is going to be managed by the LMP2s when they finally do come across them. I'm sure they're already starting to mix with some of the back markers here as they're just coming towards the carousel now. So we've just seen them go
I'm
across
catching the Ferrari in
finish
front.
line. And indeed, we are now starting to see some of the
how
back
big's
marker
the skill gap in
GT3s coming into play. That's the number 8
We're
Corvette
slow.
from
I'm
Manotto
slow.
Sim Racing. They got
Well,
five
I've never
cars with us here
driven this
season.
car
Coming
track.
into turn 1 now.
I've never driven this
And
track,
nice easy
and
overtaking opportunity for the two leaders there
well,
coming
higher
through
mid
the
pack.
apex.
yeah.
Things are going to get rather tricky now, though, as we start to enter the more
I
twisty
think I just
technical
got the end of that
especially
sentence
coming
because
up
my
against one
Discord
of the
decided to
Panic
crash right as I asked the
BMWs.
question.
That's the 76.
Oh, basically, I'm slow on cars, like high mid
Between
packing.
one of the GT3s, just one of the Team Rookie Monster cars. I think that was
In
number
a
3.
sim that I
Had
don't
to
drive
compromise
on
and
a
go in
track that I've
between
never
as the
driven before.
Team Rookie Monsters go onto the grass, trying to
These
open
guys
the door.
look feisty in
but
P2.
Just managed to keep control.
Yeah, the P2s
of
look
that
really
prototype
good.
car as they go too wide down into the braking zone for turn 4.
I think
That's very
GTE is a little bit
Black
more
Racing
spread out.
still holding on.
GT3.
Is Team Rookie Monster going to be able to find a gap down the inside of the Ferrari? They're going to try and split it. Not able to do so. Mantis Ricas chose the right line there, taking the inside line, and was able to get past the Ferrari. Into first place they go. I think that's going to be the story of this afternoon. It's about picking the right line at the right time in order to take advantage or make an advantage over your competitor. That's
really
exactly
getting
what
through the
Mantis
first
did. He knew
chicane.
the Ferrari was going
Ferrari's
to
slow in
into the
front.
next braking zone.
Ferrari went on
and
the
decided
grass,
to
you're going to go
the inside
defensive.
line anyway.
It's going to outbrake you around the outside. Oh, come on, Ferrari, mate. You gave me no room.
The traffic coming into the braking zone before
Squeeze
the
ya.
chicane.
Come on.
This is great stuff.
I'm basically pushing him through the corners.
As the bros racing Ferrari, trying to get out of the way. Of course, he naturally goes over to the left-hand side as he accelerates on towards the back straight. Mantis Ricas now.
You
advantage
had
is
the
at
P2s
least
come through
half
yet?
a second coming into sector 2.
Oh shit, there's a Bentley in this?
This is affecting the order quite dramatically as well. We've got
Nice.
the two fair
I didn't
racing
know
team
RFT had
Ferraris
Bentleys.
getting caught up by Go Team Racing.
I
Number
should have just
4,
took my
Racing
elbows
Racing,
out
had a few
and just
issues and they've
like
gone down the
send
order
him.
by 1 or 2
If he's
positions
going to be like
themselves.
that.
So the GT3 traffic, the first time
He
they've
left
come across
no
this
space.
situation, starting to affect the standing of the prototypes already.
Rubbing his racing car.
Yeah.
So, start rubbing.
On board with Go
I
Team
will do.
Racing. And see how they navigate through traffic as they're coming towards the carousel. Of course, the prototypes a lot more downforce available, so they can afford to go on the
P2s now.
outside line if needed.
Yeah.
As the number
Nothing.
7
I've been
does
watching them
exactly
come
just
through the
that.
back of the pack. Like a P2's
Oh, they've
died.
been lapping.
Feisty.
We've got some good battles going on in the GT3 class as well.
Come
So
on, just send them
29
to the
for
Shadow
Arctic
Realm.
Retriever and Balas Kiss deciding to go into a slipstream battle down towards turn 4.
Don't overtake there.
Gets the Ferrari in one of the ways, so that limits the opportunities available for the Porsche there, that time by. And they're currently sitting in P5 at the moment. No LMP2s in sight for the top half of the GT3 order for the time being. But that is soon to change.
Imagine leaving space.
It's still quite a close pack to up to like P5 though.
No, it is like a really good.
Because they're focusing on P5 and I think I see you guys in the background like
Oh yeah.
More incidents starting to occur between the top LMP2 teams as
It
well.
is quite a
three-way
small
fight
track
for
as
third,
well,
as
so
Blackhawk
this is
Racing
still
lead
quite
the
early
way,
on in the
Honor
race.
Racing very close behind.
It's
followed by
it's not
Rash
a good track,
Shelton as
really.
well.
We just seen you go through the last corner with like 3 or 4
Yeah.
P2s beside
So
you.
now a gap of at least 1.5 seconds.
Hold your
between
line,
the number
hold your
6
breath.
and
Yeah.
the one of the two leading prototypes. So Mantis Ricas is able to find a gap in the traffic and take advantage.
But they left
as the
room.
number 6
Like honestly,
gets
like that was
caught
better
up.
than Iro's.
And that's widened the gap
Fair.
and brought them back into the fray. It's now a four-way fight for second as the number 66 is right on the tail of the sister car coming down the back straight.
I don't know if I told you guys, but I joined an ESS server last night, a practice session, and in one of the P2s,
One-off Racing having the same issues
What a
as they get
move.
stuck behind the BMW of Panica Gaming here.
Oh.
Not any room to maneuver. He's going to try down the inside of the
P2
next
just
corner
decided
through
to
the S's,
cut my nose up.
Did he hit you?
but
Yeah.
just look how much time that has cost them. It's at least
we
a
dead?
second
No, we're
or so
fine.
compared to the
Right,
car
saved
just
it.
ahead. That's
car
why
number
traffic
92 is for
management here is
causing
going to
a
be so
collision with
vital
car number
to get to
3.
where you need to go.
I don't. It's not worth reporting. Like he
And in the meantime,
should have
Morris
really
Snell for the
backed
Go
out a
Team
bit, but he
Racing
just sort of
GT3 effort
had no
this
spatial
afternoon.
awareness.
Really strong performance from them as they lead the pack by at least 4 seconds already.
Front end's
here
a
is
little bit
second
more
place
lively now.
in
eh?
the form of Dylan Tarbotton.
Drive-through penalty for the car number 98 for causing a collision with car number 3.
So yeah, a penalty coming through already. We did kind of expect that was going to happen. In all honesty, here's Moto Hayo.
Oh, we've got steering damage.
So we're going to have a few issues on
Oh,
off
bad
racing.
steering
Bit of a
damage.
Twitchy onto the
Not too bad. I can still
exit
like
of
you know
turns 2.
drive it.
Oh, turns 5 rather. Sorry, my apologies.
I think it is
Very,
worth
very,
reporting that. I don't know what number.
Slidey
See,
indeed,
I
as
can't
they
get
like to
into the
car
fucking
stable
server to
get back
report
onto the
or to find
back
out
straight.
stuff.
And we still got this great
I
battle
can
in
just say
between these
lap.
GT3s. Number 11 tries it
It's a
once
lap, yep.
again down the inside
Lap
of Luigi
10.
Russo's
Lap 10.
BMW.
Do you know
Not
what
able
turn?
to find that opportunity. This is for 3rd place.
The
as
last
well.
little
So
section.
really good battle going on between the top podium positions in the GT
Like the
class.
last chicane part.
Yeah. Or the corner before that, sorry. You know the blind left-hander?
Yeah.
Before that, like, tight section there. I should be streaming, really. Make it easier for you to have a look at incidents.
Yeah. What are we 10?
With that, it does seem it's like entirely dependent on series, because one of the series we ran the other day, they're
Blue
quite
Racing
happy for
trying
people to sit in the
switch
session with
between
them.
The traffic. They're currently
It's
sitting in
like,
8th place,
why?
so they are pretty
Let
much
me
where they
be sorry, I guess.
qualified, but they seem to be struggling in these traffic
Well, you'd,
conditions.
like,
Just
not
taking
allowed
it
to be in
easy,
session,
making
or-
sure they get to the
No.
checkered flag, so there's nothing wrong with that at all. But the gap to the
Bizarre.
next car for them is around 4 seconds
Just to help
now.
with server
and
load.
in fact, Manchester Rica's the
Oh,
gap now up to 2.5 seconds over the number 6.
Yeah,
of
the
Black
40,
Hawk
well,
Racing. So
35,
they're
40
starting
car
to
grid
really
at
push that
Sebring the other
car
day.
and
Perfectly
make
happy
as
for everyone
much
to do it.
advantage they can in the clear air while they've got it.
I've
What,
reported
so
up.
when it gets, so when it gets fairly close to the hour mark,
These
do
three
you
cars,
just
we've got a
like
two-way
join then,
situation
or?
between Luigi Russo and RSA Sim Racers,
Yeah,
who
a
will
couple
have
laps
the
before
inside
you're
line. That's
due to jump in the
exactly where
car.
you place the car there.
Okay.
So RSA Sim Racers going onto the grass as well, so it gets worse for them. They lose 2 positions in 2 corners, and down into 4th place they go. So the order now is Go Team Racing.
But then don't you
Manazza
just
Botta
have like
Sim
a
Racing,
wave
number
of second
26,
drivers,
and
which then
Trax
puts like
VR.
more load on the server?
I'd imagine so, but
Yeah. I'd imagine they're probably hosting this off like
Very good
a
positioning
home
of the
server.
car there by Luigi Russo. Went onto the
So
outside
maybe
line
it can't
for the entry
handle,
into
like,
turn 4.
what,
Brake
60
plate, and then
plus
he was
drivers just
alongside
sitting
for the
in
entry
on it.
into the
It's like
S's.
Louis
The
setting up a
fancy
server
aspect
through
of it
content
is that
manager.
when you've got the optimal line
Blue
going into the next corner,
flags.
there's nothing the other car can do.
don't overtake me.
On board with the number 11. Fight for second place.
This little shit overtakes me.
Who is it? P2?
It's a lap
BMW
Ferrari.
seems to get
Oh,
that last
alright.
corner quite well in comparison. Got the LMP2 traffic, slipstreams coming into
What is
effect, but
happening?
that's the same.
Yeah.
Why is on
Very
screen share?
RF2 things are
snappy
happening.
steering
Yeah.
coming from the
He can't
BMW
because
ahead.
he's in the
Let's try and
race,
have a
so
little peek down the
But no one else is
inside.
allowed in the session because of
Oh,
server things.
BMW goes
Fucking
deep into the
great
corner to
game.
compensate for that.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to get caught in any.
You're still on
You
par
know,
lap
since
time
early
wise,
on.
Kyle.
Okay. I'm just complaining then.
Chris, I think it was Chris putting an official, the official broadcast
The
in.
car's coming over the brow of the
General.
hill now. As
I
battle's
think that was
going
I am streaming, but I'm just
absolutely
showing the official
everywhere, I have
broadcast
to
because of
admit,
nothing else to
even
show.
Pete Van der Veen is under pressure from the number 7 as well, from Go Team Racing.
Ooh.
And that is for 6th place in class. So the LMP2s are
Oh, on
starting
the
to
grass.
find themselves a bit of free real estate right now. So plenty of room to manoeuvre once again as the GT3 traffic is all coming through the carousel now.
Spammy still here or is
So
he
they've
away?
got another potentially
No,
10 to
I'm still
15
here.
minutes worth of
Alright.
racing where they don't see the GT3s again.
I've
Lou,
already
have you
gotten
tried,
everything.
So this is
Lou,
really
have you tried
important
the
for them.
PT round
It's
Silverstone
about
yet?
slowing things down
No.
for when you
Yeah.
get to the
Boy,
GT3
give it a
traffic
go.
and then
I have.
absolutely going into sprint mode
It's just down the
when
stair.
you get that free
Hey,
open space ahead.
You are stoned.
Sister cars just
As in,
oh,
I did
there's
it
an
last
incident.
week or something.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
last
there's a
week,
big
but like
tank
the start of
slacker
this week.
there for
No,
the
it's not
Go
like
Team
it's
team.
been
Pete Van der
just
Veen just
shut
coming
up.
over the brow of the hill. The
Why are
elevation
you
change,
driving?
unsettling the rear
What
of
happened?
the car. Unfortunately, the number
They
7 was
dive
too
bombed
close
me,
behind,
and
had
so I was
nowhere
like,
to go,
okay, you'll go
and
wide, I'll get the
absolutely
cutback.
swiped the front
Oh.
of that prototype car.
And then what happened?
Doesn't look like there's too much
So
damage
he
to
just
the
fell off the
car.
road.
Oh,
Just
okay.
kind of turned it back into the right direction. But
This car is not
Unfortunate things to
handling
see
very
there.
well.
Use
it-
that, champ.
This is the number
The
7.
P-
They're staying back out, so
Two
obviously the
P2s
damage
just
isn't
collided as
that,
well.
I'll try
severe.
it soon.
No one's doing
It's-
that one.
Very oversteer, so I'm just gonna hold this
Back
person
again
up because
for
he
the battle
hit
for
me
second
earlier on in
place
the
between
race.
Luigi Russo and Andrew Parkinson.
This is the
Also,
B8.
I was doing the Inter setup.
You were using the Interlagos setup at Silverstone.
No, as in like it was at Silverstone. I'm sure last week.
Yeah, but
Pretty-
that like limits the fuel load.
And there are
Whereas the
battles
SS,
going
it
on
runs full
everywhere,
fuel,
all the
not
way
What
up
the
to
fuck?
29th
So why was it
place
so much
overall as
ass?
well.
I don't
We've got
know.
one DNF so
Because
far,
it's
and
set
that's
up for
in
lower fuel
Newton
loads.
for Juicy's Motorsport Club, unfortunately. So the first casualty of
That
this
and
afternoon already
the
after
ESS
20
one setup
minutes
is
or just
actually
shy
a lot
of
different
20
and a
minutes of
lot
racing.
better.
There's about for second and third.
Because
battle
that
for
was before
five,
the bop to the P2.
And you've got a lovely cluster of cars all the
Yeah,
way
that's
from
probably why.
P20 all the way down into
Didn't they completely change, like, the
P26
suspension
as well,
setups
or
and
even
shit?
P29.
They have,
They're
like, a
all within
third
1
rod.
second of one another.
Excuse me?
So very close.
I need to.
racing
Honestly,
across
I
the
need to
board
do my
here this
homework with the
afternoon.
P2 setups. It's so much more complex than GTs.
So there's
Let's make a
another
move on the
suspension
outside. Is he
setting
gonna
for the
try and
P2s
repeat
now.
the process. Down the inside goes the number 11.
There's like a
He's
third
forcing the
suspension
issue, the same
pin,
as what
like,
the
type
BMW
thing.
did just a few minutes
It's like
ago
a
on Dylan Talbotson in the
third
other
spring?
Corvette, and he's made
Yeah.
the move. So Andrew
Sort of,
Parkinson
yeah.
learning
It helps
from
to
the
control the. It's the
competition ahead,
third like
placing the
slider
car
that controls the ride height
exactly
and
where
stuff.
it needed to be, and that is second place there for Tracks
So
VR
Rufus
Racing.
Please excuse me. Dog, if you can hear him.
Oh right.
He needs to focus. The next few laps are his. He's got no traffic ahead and no LMP2s from behind for at least another 3 to 4 laps. So it's all about
Should be-
focusing
is your dog
and
being
perfecting
interrogated?
those corners.
No, he's scared of his own shadow, so
Oh.
yeah.
In fact, this
I
really
think
their
someone's
best
just
result
upset
of the
him.
season.
So wait, Chris,
They
are you
managed to
streaming
home
the stream?
exactly where they
Yes.
are
Yeah,
now,
I
so
think he's
very
streaming the
strong
broadcast.
performance for the team.
My
Watch the broadcast.
Definitely their best
fuck
performance.
my genius.
Well, they said you can do it because you can't sit in the bloody server to watch your own driver, so
Instead you'll watch these two fucking blebs.
I'm gonna sit and watch
We're gonna
their
watch the
stream
broadcasts,
un-
yeah.
until I can get in the car, and then you can watch me
How it
crash.
looks elsewhere because there are battles going on all over the place. This is the
Kinda
battle
hot.
for P5. This is Panica Gaming.
Oh, yeah.
Beaver behind the wheel, and the last
Jesus.
kiss in the first of the Porsches.
I can't even
here
see
in
you on the
order.
fucking
They're
leaderboard.
actually doing very well.
That's
this
good.
year. They are currently sitting
No,
in
we're-
they're like
second place,
7,
5 points
6.
behind
No.
the Bros Racing
7-3,
Ferrari,
I think.
who are currently
we
leading
are-
with 130.
See, these GTE
Bring home
cars
the
running
Bros
right
Racing,
now.
they will take
Or the
the lead of
GT3
championship.
It's P2 and
As it seems, the
GT3.
98
We're P8.
is
The-
running into some
Yeah,
problems.
P8. The
This afternoon.
GT3
Not
feels
too
quite
sure
cool
they
in
are. They're
RFT. You got the
P27
M6,
at
the
moment.
Porsche, the Bentley, the
So
Callaway
not a
Corvette.
good afternoon for them.
Fake
I can't see. What is P8? Is it 18th? Oh yeah,
It's
Ajax. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Nicholas Des Moines under pressure from Max
Professional here.
Scholten for the Ferrari team. This is for 4th place.
With a team like Simtards, do you really think it's that professional?
no, not at all.
Starting to see some
Hang on a
GT3
minute. Have you
traffic
told
up
your
ahead once
high
again,
caliber
so that's gonna
superiors
affect
about
the
this?
grand scheme of things.
You might get done for
Hey,
treachery.
that's fine. Why do you think I'm not streaming?
Oh, there we go.
No, I'm joking.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. No, they're fine.
Roof
Does that mean
down
I get
here
to say the
for
N-word?
On-off racing.
No.
No, Chris is streaming.
Fucking hell.
No,
Just
they're
got
fine with
through in the
anything
nick
else
of time.
other than
Max
Irish.
Scholten, on the other hand,
They're not fine with the
an
N-word.
opportunity that he can take.
Don't
as
say
it
it.
would have resulted
Nigeria.
in a big incident, no doubt. But
Nearly
that's
there.
exactly what Nicholas Des Moines needed to widen that gap. And Mark
Drive your
White,
penalty
the
for
Black
car
Racing
number
car
2
sitting in
for
third.
causing
Say
a
it,
collision.
was anyone
Had
paying
the
attention to the
rear-view
flight
mirror
sim
Hey!
the other day?
Oh, sorry, 1.2 seconds.
LMP2
between
got a
these
drive
guys
through
coming down
for
that-
taking me
to
out.
Sector 2.
Nice.
Yay.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
gonna
will-
do nothing to his race.
I
I'll
don't
post an
care.
Enduro chat, but there you go.
What number was he?
Which is
Number 2.
the SWMD Ajax Racing Team.
Oh, we got some
Currently
airtime.
Drive your
in
penalty for car number
P8.
2 for causing a collision with the number 10.
Oh.
That was very loud,
Sweet.
very loud by race control there. But another penalty for
Get
Well,
the
it said
number
about
2
the
this time, which is
P2.
the sister car.
Over
Rookie
the
Monster
team
or
speak.
Team Rookie Monsters. So not a good afternoon for them. They're
Right.
currently sitting in 8th
It
place.
was
So they're going to go
Get
further
fucked.
down the order. with
What place
There's
was
the
some
likes
still.
of Luca Gray
Like 8th.
and
Shouldn't
the
be a
number
dick
4
then.
from Royal Blue Racing taking advantage of that.
Well, they number
Let's go
2.
back to this battle between
Yeah.
the GT3s as
Yeah,
they come
10th.
through the chicane.
Well, at the minute they're 10th.
And the number 10 Ajax Racing Corvette trying to hold off Dennis Castillo
Oh, we're on stream.
to our championship.
We're getting
leadership
coverage!
on
I'm on
first
TV!
4 at Spa.
Well,
Don't
get
be
the
that-
Just
camera.
further back, we've got
Oh,
a good gaggle
rival.
of 4 cars from 21st through
That
to
Bentley
caused a
24th.
crash.
That's for P10.
I didn't cause a crash.
As they all
Why didn't
come
you race the
down
Bentley?
into the second sector.
Yeah, why didn't we race the Bentley?
'Cause
Sam?
I let Sam pick the car.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, LMP2.
Did you hit him?
And we've got
No,
Julian Munsters
that's all good.
in that gorgeously painted
I
Bentley,
like the
only one
C7R, but
that's
can't
in
afford a
the
C7R,
roster
so I'm going to
this
get a
season.
Callaway Corvette.
And they've been performing pretty well in the grand scheme of things. They had a rough start
I,
to
we
the
did
test them.
season
I very
but
nearly caused a
Houdini
collision
Racing now
because I
up
was
to P7
sideways.
after scoring 22 points last round, so 48 in total.
On the stream, for some reason, the Bentley looks like the only high quality model of car. Like,
Honestly, am I looking at that? Like,
everything
everyone's
else
body
looks like
roll.
really low res, and then it's just like a
Yeah.
Bentley that's
So
like
the only
It's
point
just like a
4K
thick
to
man
get
here,
to check
up your
off
ass.
The Bentley is the latest other than the 488 Evo, if I remember correctly.
If you're
Wow,
gonna go
that's doing
down the
a great
inside,
job.
go down the inside. Don't be a half-ass shitty little P2.
I mean, it's kind of ironic that you saying
yeah,
that.
very ironic.
Very
Yeah,
ironic.
but I know.
Very ironic.
I know when
You
to
should-
like go for the
You
move.
should stop being
Spot to
ironic,
the
Kyle.
curbing a bit too aggressively. That unsettled the
It's ironic
rears,
me driving a
started
bloody GT.
spinning, and that's
And
compromised
then you should stop. Just
the run
just
down
pull it
for
over.
the final. Sorry,
I should,
final
shouldn't I?
corner.
No.
What?
Let's head back towards the LMP2.
so I'm just making
final
Kyle crash.
Third place
Okay.
as On-Off
That's not
Racing
fair.
really start to
Look
close
at
up
that. Kyle
towards
right,
Mark
number 10
Wyatt. It's a
car,
three-way
4 seconds
battle here for
behind.
third.
Got 1 second
As
gap
you've got
behind
the
him. And he's shitting bricks.
33 from Fair Racing Team close behind as well. So that's Max
You tried
Dalton
driving this
in
fucking car.
charge of that particular
Yeah, it's not
machine.
great.
It's
Not
like driving,
all coming
it's like driving
into
any
the
car in
carousel.
RFactor. Not great.
How dare you?
Had to deal with some GT3 traffic. No doubt that's what's brought them all together in that short space of time.
Has Mike uploaded the results for last night's race?
I'm not looking.
I think me participating in that race kind of broke it
Nice one.
because
What'd
I'm
you
not
do?
registered. I'm not
Well, if you
registered
wanna-
on the app, so I still raced.
And we're
Do you wanna
just
donate your
approaching
points
the
to me?
first half
No.
hour of racing completed.
Giving them to Moon. Although I was
Here comes
stone
On-Off
dead
Racing.
last
Moyne had a
because of
little
that
peek down the
crash with
inside.
the McLaren
You saw
Mercedes.
that little wiggle as he come down the back straight, just looking for space, seeing if he can close the gap just in time.
Like if that
but
was
thought
real
better
life,
of it.
there would be a death.
And we've just passed Dylan Turboton in the
Excuse me.
Corvette, so that is currently sitting in P4 at the moment. So you've got 3 more GT3s, and then they
Oh,
should
it was just
have
a
a clear road
Some-
ahead of them.
Found her singing Frozen
So
Soul.
they want to
Fucking
take
joy.
advantage here on a racing. Really need to close up that gap before they're able
We're not
to
even
sprint away into the distance.
Halfway through the fuel lose.
How much have you got left?
68.
Okay.
And the rears are 76.
Be fine.
I'm cooking these tyres right now.
You could try medium
There
to an
goes
extent
number
if you
11,
wanted.
Just on our camera shot there, so that is still
Just
Track
stick with
VR
softs.
Racing in
Okay,
second
fair
place
enough.
at the moment. The gap to
Yeah.
Morris Mell is 3.5
Like
seconds.
this-
So the number 11 really starting to bring in those
Ferrari.
lap times, as they are actually the fastest car out on
I'm
circuit.
not going to
at
make
the
it easy
moment.
for you, mate.
So they will be fighting for the lead if they keep up their current pace, which is very strong performance for them, as all 3 of the LMPs get through on the back straight before entering the S's.
Are we just raiding this chat?
No,
Because we're driving IRF2.
Oh.
Or at least I
he
am.
has an erection.
There's our leader, GT3. Both on-off racing get through. Max Scholten, though, gets stuck onto the outside line.
I cannot confirm,
Not ideal, and that's costing him a bit of time, but no to worry.
So I went to bed about 5 AM.
BWs has brought
Do I
us
need help?
right back together
Idiot,
again.
I told you.
Waiting
Yes,
for
you
that
do.
undercut.
No, you
Both
need a sleep
balls can
schedule.
catapult down onto the back
See,
straight.
I
Here
did
comes
have
on-off
one
racing.
until
They get a
yesterday,
better draft off onto the back straight. They're going too
which
wide.
was
Got a
2
bit of
AM
overlap.
latest.
Is he going to be forced wide? No, just keeps it in. Here comes Max Scholten, though.
And then I decided to do
He wants
shots.
to take advantage
Yeah.
of the situation, but not
And
able
then
to
I do
capitalize.
shots.
By
And
yourself.
of course, as
Yeah.
always,
You
hold
have
the
you have
inside
more
line for the
downforce
chicane.
than
I mean, I did do a
So,
drinking
a bit
game.
of a dramatic moment there for the battle for
By
third.
yourself.
Yes,
but
just by
all
myself.
returned back to normality.
sad.
That's how much GT3 traffic can influence the
Totally
results
not
here this
playing
afternoon.
Monopoly.
It all is about keeping patient and reading the road
That's so
ahead
sad.
and find a gap as best you
Play
can.
Monopoly by yourself.
Yeah.
Fucking cunts, man. Lottie, yeah.
He plays us two of the pieces.
Get past the
Alternus
99.
goes.
Oh,
Sorry for
and here
having
comes
friends.
an issue for on-off racing. Max Scholten
He
trying to
celebrates
get
against
past as best
himself when
he
the
can.
other piece goes to
Opportunities
jail.
are limited though. And he tries to go down the inside. Nicely done for on-off racing.
I actually have a
aggressive,
game night.
as it's not typically a corner
Every-
that's good
every
for
Friday.
overtaking,
It's
but he
kinda
got the job
sad.
done, as did Max Scholten on the exit as well.
You're in a retirement
Max,
home.
was it Mark White in
Huh?
the 66 in the meantime has decided to leave them for
Play
dust.
Monopoly
as
on
that results in
Friday.
2.4
Wild
seconds
times.
now. Obviously taking
Well,
advantage
it's
of
not
the
like you
fact
can
that
do
the
much
GT3
else at the
traffic
minute.
was there.
At the minute, no.
And
No
this
one
is
else
what
is
we
doing
call
much at the
endurance
minute, so.
racing, ladies and gents. It could
I
not
did
be
last
any
night.
worse
I don't
than
look at
this.
the tyre-
There's so
the
many
tyre
different
wear, they
factors
don't
that
exist.
these guys have to consider, and especially at a circuit
This
that's
is what we
narrow
call endurance
as
racing, ladies
Mid-Ohio.
and gentlemen. Watching
So
gaps
far, it's
slowly
proven to
increase
be
over
very
time.
entertaining indeed.
You
mean, the
slow
Ferrari
piece
just
of
got
shit.
We're following the number 4
Oh.
from Royal Blue Racing as they are
Go quicker.
under pressure from
Okay,
the
so.
number 2.
We have
from
6
Team
seconds
Team
behind us and 4 seconds
Is
in
it-
front of us.
Hang on. This guy has
Royal Blue
Chambers
Racing
logo
had
on the
a
car.
very strong weekend at Spa, so they scored 34 points in total.
What, the Ferrari?
And 76
No,
on the
they
board,
do.
so puts them in 6th place. Rest of the grid, of
I'll
course,
take 'em
running
out.
into issues in the latter stages 2 weeks ago. No doubt they're trying to replicate that success.
Have any of you
this
seen
afternoon.
Chambers' Twitter? The man's like a
Make
proper
sure that they
activist.
stay out of trouble.
Yes, I have.
What is Chamber?
You not heard of a Chamber F1?
Oh,
We've actually
is he
got
on
Kevin
YouTube?
Moyne trying to
Yeah.
Yeah,
apply
I've seen him.
pressure
Yeah,
Max Scholten trying to apply pressure on Nicholas
Yellow
Lemoyne
flag.
once again.
Go means
0.1
go
second as they
faster.
came through the middle sector. And we've got a fight for the lead between the two GT3s as well. So we've
I think
missed
I'm
that.
falling
That
off the
gap has
post a little
come
bit.
I thought that's what
right
blue
down
flag meant.
As Morris Mel starting to struggle.
Blue flag is
in
you're
the
going
early
too slow
stages
flag.
here. Andrew Parkinson
No,
going
blue
very
flag
deep,
is
and he's
your
gone
shit, mate.
wide in the carousel, and he's
Could
going to
be
spin
him
and
in
hit the
GT.
barrier for the
I'm in
pit entry.
GT3.
That is very bizarre.
You're doing a
indeed.
2 or a
What is he gonna do
122
here?
cal,
That
but the
is
majority of the field is
disastrous.
now doing 122s.
Okay.
There's a
So I think
Two,
both of
maybe
them
doing
trying to go too
21s at
wide
the minute.
into the final braking zone. For those of you that don't race regularly here at Mid-Ohio,
Yeah,
that
Tyler is
final
not my
corner
friend.
has hardly any grip at all. It kind of dips away from you on the point of entry, and that just results in massive amounts of understeer. And if you haven't got the car settled enough at that point, then it can result in you really having a bad day and going wide onto the grass like we just saw there. So he's actually I don't know if they're going to service the car now, or if they're just going to come back out onto pit lane. So yeah, they've decided to service the car early. So that's only half an hour of racing that they've completed there. So yeah, number 11 having a bad day. So it all started so well for them. But I mean, they could still come back. It's just going to change their pit strategy dramatically. They're going to have to do essentially one more pit stop than the rest of the grid now, because they've only done half an hour of racing. It's a 2-stop strategy for everyone else in the GT3 category. They're still going to have to change now, which will take them to 1.5 hours, and then another one in with 30 minutes remaining, essentially.
What?
Now we've
Oh,
got
the
this
Ferrari's
battle
falling off the road.
underway between
not behind you.
Diastriba and
front.
Velasquez for
Just
the
gained about
Simco
half a second
Porsche.
in one corner.
This is
Okay.
now for 4th place after Andrew run into his issues. And coming through the chicane, there's a stationary car. That is looks like the 76.
Oh, BM lost it.
Yeah, so we've got a stationary BMW at the exit of the chicane.
Oh,
Doesn't
that's
look like it's been
P5. That was
damaged at all.
P5.
All drivers is
Just
race
going
control,
back
code
underway
80
now.
in 10 seconds.
Oh, that car does not look happy.
Or the BM.
And,
Yeah,
they're not
it was
having the
like
best
bouncing.
experience at
Five,
Midway this
yeah.
afternoon. They've just
Four,
lost the
3,
Stiff.
2,
the next position
1,
and on
code
the
80
back
in
off
so
again.
they may be
Yeah.
suffering from damage here.
Code
Not too
80.
sure.
Oh,
Yeah, it looks like steering damage. Whenever he comes back on this, just like veers left.
Code 80, code 80.
I seem
All
to be
drivers is
pushing
race
it a little bit
control,
more on the
code
code
80
80s than
in 10
everyone else.
seconds.
So they seem to be having
just as in,
some
like,
really
I'm,
big issues. They're not really going back up to speed.
shortest
They're on
route.
P10 at the moment.
no,
or
I
P18
brake
rather,
a
sorry,
lot
at the
later
moment.
going into
Four,
code 80s.
3,
So they brake on the
2,
3, I brake on the 1,
code 80 enforced.
or the 2, and the
That's 'cause
Ferrari's
you're
in the pit.
fucking Chad.
So code 80
Are
in
you-
effect.
but are you
So
down
I'm
at
not
the
too
speed
sure what's
limit?
happening to the panic
When he
again
says-
with
yeah,
W,
yeah,
but they
that's-
just
that's
don't
alright.
And he
seem
says
to be
code
able
8,
to back up to
like
speed.
when it
They've
goes
got
to
running
1,
at least,
I'm
which is
on the
the main thing,
80.
so they're able to still continue
Fair
the
enough.
race. But
I seem to be getting
yeah,
it
just
quite
not too
good, and
sure
I get a
what's
good
going on
launch
inside
as
the
well.
cockpit of that particular machine. Now all the teams are deciding to enter pit lane now early, so this is very intriguing because,
They've
as
just
we
w-
just mentioned,
But
it's going to be a
this
two-stop
happened
strategy
with
for
my
most of
tyres.
the guys
the
here.
BM just walked to
So
pits.
do they believe
All
that
drivers
pitting
prepare
now
for
escaped.
green flag in
and
10
getting
seconds.
that pit stop out of the way? It's even new tyres
It's going to be
on
a
these
bad
cars as
time
well. After just half
to
an
go
hour
back
of
code
racing.
80 for me.
So
There's a lot of
very
GT3s in the
interesting
pits at
to
the
see
minute.
that happen. Maybe the
Five,
tyre degradation on
4,
the GT3s
3, 2,
is quite dramatic.
1.
Not too sure.
Do you
Green,
think it's
green,
alright
green.
to stay out then, or?
That's going to change up
Yeah,
the
just
order
stay
as
out.
they all
Yeah.
go
They're
through.
gonna have to do an extra pit stop.
And here come the
Very true.
prototypes as well. This is perfect news for them.
All
Of course.
drivers
Doesn't
prepare
the-
for green
0
flag
point
in
pitting
10
at this point?
seconds.
No.
This is perfect news.
No,
for the
'cause it's
prototypes,
only was
especially
like,
those
what,
leading,
2
because
hour,
they are due to come into
27
pits
minutes still left to
maybe
go.
in the next
Yep.
So you're
10
only just
minutes or
after
so,
the
so they
half
can
hour
just short
mark,
stop
like-
to save
Five,
time
You're currently
in pit
P4.
lane.
3, 2,
What?
1.
If that, yeah,
green,
a load of cars
And
dived
back
into
to
the pits.
racing again. So Mark Vite goes up into second place now. So they
I
decided
mean,
to
we do
stay
have
out
repairs,
and
so
not do an
I
early
think
pit
if the
stop.
next when the
One
next
that
code 80
did
comes
take the
out,
offer,
then we'll
though,
pit.
was the number 6
But
Blackhawk Racing
there's
machine,
0
who are
point
now
pitting at the
sitting in
moment.
P5.
Yeah. Well, if you pit now, you're gonna have to do an extra pit
So
stop.
they're obviously
So-
thinking of
Yeah.
the long game here.
Do you know if
decided to
anyone's
come
done a
to the
driver
pits early.
change or just like
Mantis
just taking
Rikus, on
fuel?
the other hand,
Don't
decided
know.
to opt to stay out for the final 10 minutes
Not
of
sure.
this particular stint.
Oh, we have to change tyres
And
as well.
the new order of things, where's the first of the GT3s? Luigi Russo currently leads in the GT category for Minato Boffa Sim Racing. So Go Team Racing decided
the
to go
code
into
80 for
pit
the Beamer?
lane. They're currently sitting
Yeah.
in P6.
I believe so.
The
So going
orange
down
one,
the
a yellow
order,
one,
but-
whatever it was.
That's very
Yeah.
interesting.
That was
I
P5,
wasn't
so let's
expecting a
move
lot
you
of
up a
people
place.
to take that offer
Well,
once that code 80 was announced. from the
fourth
Sim
now
Sims
in
having
class.
issues.
Yeah, fucking about
Because
5
they've
cars
still
dived
got
into the
at
pits.
least another half
Yeah.
an hour's worth of fuel inside those GT cars
Not sure
before
why
they
though.
run on
There's,
fumes.
you're gonna have to make another pit.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't imagine
Gonna
saving
cost you
that
more
much
time in
It's
the
a very
long
short
run
pit
than-
lane at Mid Ohio. Having
Yeah.
said that,
Mm.
so maybe the
I mean, I know
they
they'll
believe that they're
probably
gonna
be
save
catching
time,
me,
they're
but
going to a
like,
three-stop strategy.
If it was like 50 minutes, I could understand. But only half an hour.
Fresh
of the race.
tires, maybe?
Very bizarre.
yeah, like the tyres are
Did they
quite
get bad?
dead.
Oh, okay.
Now we
They're
have this
quite
battle
dead,
between
but
Luca
like
Bray
they're not
and,
like
Jericho
Come
you know
on.
when it's like
for the
you know when
Broadview
like they're
Racing
dead, but you're still
prototype
doing good lap
machine.
times.
This is for
It's like
7th
that.
place in class.
It's just overheating a bit.
Well, like scary, but still have grip.
Yeah,
Most
I
of
mean,
the,
I am.
Like what I had at Daytona, honestly.
The rear end is like really quite lively, but it's nothing that I can't like control.
most of them cars came in like just as Code 80 was ending, so they wouldn't have
And we
saved.
do have a battle for
Much
the lead
time,
here
if any.
between our two prototype
If any,
leaders,
yeah.
Mark White and Mantis Rikus.
Yeah, there's 0
for
point.
Team Rookie Monsters as they enter Sector 3.
We're on TV.
Yeah, the
camera.
What are they saying about us?
No,
Reddit chat the back.
Fuck all. They just went for a P2 cylinder.
Trying to apply
yeah,
pressure behind the
the,
gap.
the
as
two
the number 10
P2, or
Corvette
P1 and P2 of
stays
P2s are
firmly
behind
out
you.
of the way.
Oh, I'm getting some vibrations.
Oh, another
Oh,
mistake
do you lock
for
a brake?
Mantis Rikus
Lock
there as
the
they go into
tyre.
the chicane.
I
Very
can't
nearly
feel the blocks.
made contact. That was
Really?
very
No.
That was definitely
Isn't it a
letterbox gap,
GT3,
wasn't it?
so
There was
like
hardly any
ABS
space
is a
between
thing?
those two.
Yeah.
As he tried to make sure that the number 66
But not-
didn't get by before
Could be
the
when you
chicane,
go
but
over
he
like
just
the crests and
managed to
down.
read that
It could be.
perfectly.
Yeah.
And that's
Causing
another
a slight
change
shock.
in the
Constant
prototype
vibration
class.
down the
Mark
straights.
Vite and Black Hawk
Can you get
Racing
punctures
leading
in this?
as we
No.
enter
Yeah.
the
Not unless you
second
crash. Crash
or
gives you a
half
punch.
of the first hour.
Whoa.
So you could get punctures.
I've had 3 contacts.
Now some more GT3
You will-
traffic.
you
It's
will
all about
know you
reading the
can't
road
drive
ahead,
if
of
you
course. We've already
puncture.
mentioned this several times.
Oh,
this
I don't
afternoon
know. I
already.
drive pretty much anything.
And so far, Mark
No,
Vite
no, no.
is
The car
choosing
will be
right.
snapping left, right, left, right, left,
Making
right down the
right
straight.
decisions as Mantis
Did we have a
Racing
puncture
very
at,
sideways
where's it called?
coming into turn
Spa,
11.
'cause I didn't get to
Very
drive
big
that.
moment there. Just
Don't
managed to
think
hold on to the car as we entered Thunder Valley.
We had no engine, did we?
We had no
It feels
wheels.
like you have a disconnected suspension. Like, punctures are very extreme.
That's going to heat up the rear tyres quite considerably, and RFactor2 tyre temperature is
Let's have a look at my
vital
tyre
to
wear then.
keeping those cars stable.
67.
As Dylan Top-Oaten widens the door for
Wow,
Mantis
okay.
Rikas to go through.
You've only
into the
23
chicane.
minutes left before box anyway.
Further back, we've got another battle between Roman in the number 6 and Max Scholten. I believe we just
Oh,
missed that
you
overtake. He's
fucking
all the way
web.
back coming to P4, which he, of course he was in P6.
It's the
Exiting
snow
pit lane,
settled
so
for anyone
definitely on a
else, or-
charge is the number 6.
As well.
Managed to
Doesn't
get
we
back
have snow?
into a strong
We've got no
position
snow.
after his first
We've got
of
snow, but
many
Why are you
pit
overtaking
stops.
there? I'm gaining on the next guy in front.
You're still P4, you're doing 122s, car in
Further
front's
back
doing
down the order, we've got a great
123s,
battle
car
between
behind is doing
Chequered
122s
once
and
again.
a
Julian Munster's in the
123, so you're
77
still
from
on
Vivian
pace.
Racing, going wheel to wheel with the
And going
13
faster
from
than the car in
Team
front.
Racing. They've come into the
Come
pits
on the
early
Bentley.
and going down into turn 4.
I don't
braking
wanna
heavily.
come on
He's
the
gonna
Bentley,
have the
thank you very
opportunity
much.
to overtake him,
I
and he
do.
does. Simcoe also
good looking
want
car.
to take advantage, but not close enough to do so in the 18. And looking for another opportunity if possible. That Bentley is very wide indeed here at Mid-Ohio.
If it drives
probably
anything like the
even more so
ACC
than
one.
usual.
Yes.
Coming over the hill, the Porsche
Oh,
trying
P2,
left and
stop
right,
having an
trying to push
accident.
them off balance.
Stop crapping yourself.
P2 is essentially just a class of 10 prototypes just avoiding crashes every lap.
Mm-hmm.
And on board with the Porsche now.
They're moving chicanes that keep you alert.
How
Bit of
long
oversteer
can you
coming from the
control
Bentley,
the
but nicely
crash
turned
before it
in through the
actually crashes?
carousel.
It's just it's how P2 works. How long can you delay the crash, should I say?
How long can you delay the inevitable?
And here comes the
my.
opportunity that Blas has been looking
Bentley
for.
just had a
Down into,
snap on
there's
him.
another one as well from Real
Is the
Blue
Bentley in
Racing,
front of me,
both
the green
settling
one?
through
No,
before the
behind.
chicane.
Stock
And
blue.
Houdini Racing losing out on that position as well. So now in sitting in P8
Oh, it was the
in
Porsche
class,
in practice that was stomping
the
everyone.
Simcoe Porsche.
What, the Simcoe one?
Yeah.
Yeah. They've got 2 cars in this triads.
Where am
Is everyone running 3 drivers or?
Now, Maurice Mel for Good Team
Three,
Racing
I
is
think.
really starting to put down some solid lap times as he's already overtaken Simon
Car in
Marshall
front's doing
for the
124s, you're doing
750 Mickey Mouse
122s.
machine. And yeah, he's already up into P6 in class.
Sort of
with
came back.
Luigi Russo still leading just up the road by around 30 seconds after that pit stop.
Car behind's doing
He's got about 4
122s.
seconds before he comes across Danielle.
I think I just did a 21 that lap, yeah.
And we still got this fight between
dead, is
Julian
it?
Munsters and Bradley
Maybe when I
Sellers
got some
now,
bank, I
the
might give RFactor
sister
another
car
try.
for Team Rookie Monsters, the
Do it.
2 Ferraris that they
Yeah, when I got some bank, I'll give it another
try. Your
alongside their prototypes. And they are
'Cause
also
I know have
starting to
money and
apply
I know have
pressure, and you've
GT3.
also got a battle
Well,
just
I'm
up the road
lapping
as
the
well
Corvette.
between the other
Endurance
of the
thing.
Team Rookie Monster Ferraris.
GT
This time
is
it's got
about.
Last Kiss starting to overtake as well, so a lot of
Can
pressure being
confirm.
applied up and down the order.
P2 for
especially
life.
in the GT3 class, got 2 battles going on simultaneously.
Nah,
Isn't it like 2 or 3 packs you like need to buy to actually make RFactor good? Like in
Also
terms of
got 2
cars,
battles for second
is it like the
in
endurance
the
pack
prototype
and
class. Nicholas Lemoyne trying to apply
something
pressure
else?
to Mantis Rikas.
Blue
So if you want to
flag.
stay
The Porsche here as he comes
GT3,
down into the
need a GT3
braking zone
pack.
at turn 4, looking down
If
the
you want to do
inside, is he
endurance, you
gonna
need the
make
2 endurance
move?
packs.
No, he's going to think better on it, go for another
Oh, blue
opportunity.
flag, come on.
And
Who's
also
opening
just
up?
adding on to the battles in
Oh
the
my,
prototype
he
class,
hit
Luca
me.
Gray
He was
and the Royal Blue Racing car. They're
Blue
finishing in
flags.
P7.
No,
in
no, the
prototype
other
class
Corvette.
as well. So It's all happening up and down the order.
Do you
This
want
is
it
definitely
reported?
something to watch, though, as it
Yeah.
seems to be the
Have you got a
closest
car number for
time
me?
being. Only 0.2
Nope.
seconds between
Lap
the 2 machines.
Lap 32?
going into turn 1.
On
He
board
fucked
with
his
the
own race
Porsche
over, but I'm
once
gonna
again,
fuck him
coming
over
in
some
towards
more.
the carousel.
Exaggerate it and tell us that we got more damage.
Offender.
Definitely got a better exit speed there, but the Ferrari's still holding on before the braking zone into turn 1. He's going to try and
see if it's on the stream
force
as
the
well.
issue.
Lap
Lots of
31,
late
didn't you
braces
say?
As he gets down into the
30.
inside, and the move
30
is
turn one.
done. Great driving
30
there
turn
from
one.
Kiss, and the Simco driver Simon Marshall did everything he could, but he, being on the outside line, you've got more room to play with, but just didn't have.
Yeah,
that
I legit
exit
have
speed
more
that he
steering damage
desired.
now.
Another battle starting to emerge for 5th in class. This is the 111 BMW against our previous leader, Maurice Mell, for Go Team
Drive-through
Racing.
penalty
Trying to
for
go
car
on the
number
outside
4
line. That's
for
exactly where you want to be.
gaining
All in
time
contact
unfairly
between the two
getting
of them.
code 80.
Bit of contact, P5 and 6.
I'm not too sure what to make of that. I'd need to see that once again. But yeah, they both make contact. Luckily, nobody loses control.
Hey, Kyle, you're retarded.
Why?
And Maurice Mell looking for another
Driving
opportunity now on the
GT.
exit of turn 9.
I know.
GT3, you fucking
Drive-through penalty for car number 4 for
I think it's still high.
unfairly
Why can't we get that right?
Or drunk.
So yeah, number 4 coming
I'm not.
into the pit lane for code
Or
80
stick deprived.
infringement. So that's a new
Or
one.
both.
Usually
Yeah,
they're
I'm
quite
not.
well behaved, so I don't think it'll be on purpose, but who
All
knows?
4.
Oh, and a big moment.
oh my
Whoa,
God,
that was a
okay.
huge moment between
Yeah, I
the
just
13
saw
and 11.
that.
Maybe
Killed
misjudged the
each other.
front.
All drivers
So that is
Travel
Go Team
on.
Racing
Oh,
into
sorry,
the
never
10
mind.
seconds.
Yeah.
And the
1.
Go Team
It
Corvette
looked
is.
to me that he was trying to
Well,
get
the triple one,
exit
there's no real
speed
wing on
and
it.
make some ground
5,
on the accelerator.
That's fine, he needs downforce.
3,
It's an M6
2,
and he's
Just
1,
that
code 80
by
enforced.
a smidge, and he doesn't know
Can
he's got no
people
rear
not
wing for the number
understand
111,
what
so
code
that is
80
gonna be
is?
definitely
It means
code
go
80
code 80,
as
80 kilometers an hour,
he needs to
not
come back
2.
very
111
slow.
or drive drop back so you can let the
Slowing down at 2 makes Kyle mad. Slowing down for a code 80 makes Kyle mad.
No, he literally went 2 kilometers an hour.
2, 1, code 80 enforced.
Straightened up my steering though.
BMW definitely not going slow enough.
Did you get hit again?
Off, did it?
But
No,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
it
a
did.
very sad moment.
Oh, it's a Simco car.
Good battle there.
Yeah.
Can you drop back
Like,
so you can let the 79
come on.
ahead of you, please?
Oh,
Oh.
he's just shaking his like, left and right at you.
No doubt that will be reviewed by race control, and that could be the end of the 13's day in terms of finding. a
Wait, what
potential
what
win.
is this?
Of course, they're trying to make
Code
up some
80.
ground
What's
to
the
get
code
back
80?
into
I don't even
the
know that.
fighting position that
You
they
have
had
to
previously
go
before
80
that
kilometers
code
an
80.
hour. It's how full
Pit
course you
limiter.
get though.
And
Yeah,
now
you have
would
to
be
be
a
on the
good
pit
time for some of the
Dude,
other
just-
GT3s to come into pit
What's
lane.
what's he doing
It's not
when you're
all
on
of
pit
them
limiter?
decided
What the,
to,
what's what?
He
come
so
Dropping
instead
below
of
pit
service
limiter.
their cars.
Oh.
yeah, so I broke to go to 80 kilometers an hour, whilst he broke to go 20 kilometers an hour, which doesn't make any
So
sense.
we're just going to
Like,
wait for
come on.
BMW
That's
to get
exaggerated.
back home, I presume. And Luna Racing have DNF.
I was 4 tenths away from him when he broke, and now I'm on his ass.
100 points, so 98
I think that
Luna
M6 looks
Racing
better without the rear
not able
without the
to
rear wing.
get
Oh,
to
that's
the
it.
finish
Yeah,
this
it looks like a
afternoon.
drift car.
M6 coupe.
And that
Looks
means
really
that
good.
for
Looks
the
like a road
second
car
time in a
again,
row,
almost.
Yeah.
They DNF'd at Spa
Except the front.
as well, so further bad
It's just
news
got
for the
some
team,
more
and then a
lights.
fall further down the championship.
The
So
car's
All
just
drivers
losing
prepare
shit.
for
The
green
car
flag.
looks nice.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
Slim it down a bit on the front, hit the splitter off, hit lights off.
No body damage, by the way. All the power.
1 minute.
3, 2, 1.
BMW
Green,
will
green,
soon
green.
disappear as it enters pit lane for repairs. And on-off racing coming into pit lane.
All drivers prepare for green flag.
You good?
10 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Green, green, green.
So there we have it. There goes Mantis Rikas back on the throttle once again. And on-off racing opting to come into the
Yeah.
pits now.
Okay.
Sorry, no, he was calling
Yeah.
green,
Yeah.
and I couldn't hear him.
Between Simco and the number 10. This is
And I was
for-
on the ass of the P of the
I believe it's
Porky.
Go, Porky.
Just showing it now.
P4 in class.
I
so
wanted
really
to-
strong performance from the number
No,
10
you can
this time
talk now.
by. They haven't actually come into the pit
Punt
lane
them.
though, whereas I'm not sure.
Nah,
about
yeah.
the
I backed off a
number
little bit
19
in the sector.
Porsche either,
I'm definitely
so
slower
something to
in
consider.
the last sector than the Porsche is.
But they're now up into third place there for the Simcoe, and if they do still need to come into pit lane, it will be done in the next 15 or so minutes.
I like how they're saying like that the people who have already pitted don't need to
That's
pit
racing
again,
speed
like they
for these
haven't done a
guys.
driver's swap.
57 from Cliff van der Vin and Luca Gray going at it for 6th place in class. In the meantime, Go Team Racing are 1 lap down off our leaders. After coming into the pits early.
Go.
So obviously struggling with some performance there.
Go.
P2.
Yeah. He showed his nose and then backed out and then backed out again and
They
then
were
had a
involved
standing
in a
over
small
there.
incident
Oh, there's a backwards
in
LMP2.
turn 6 or 7 with one of the Fair Racing teams, so they may have suffered a bit more damage compared to the other 57 car.
We've been reported for the code 80.
Going further back, we've got
Hitting
this
the
battle between
back
these
of
two
the
Corvettes as well.
Porsche,
So
I imagine.
number 11.
I was
James
80
Parkinson
kilometers an
still
hour.
behind
He
the wheel
was
for
he
Tracks
slowed down
VR
too
Racing,
much
going up against the
reporting
number
back.
8 for Minato Boffa Sim Racing.
for going too slow on the code 80.
Can you appeal your penalty?
We've not been penalised yet.
Okay, appeal that
But-
straight away and say
gonna be
that he
for
went
10th
under
place
80
in
miles an
class.
hour. Like
No, appeal it now.
Just say brake checked him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he broke checked
And we
me.
know the number 11 came into the pits early as well when we had the previous
It
code
doesn't
80.
start if
So
Cody Hite got damage.
I'm still waiting to see how that strategy is going to play out for those.
Oh,
that
don't
did decide to
fucking
come in
care.
at
It's
the
your own
half
fault
hour
for brake
mark,
checking
but,
me.
We'll have to wait and see if that's going to be faster or not.
It's the most sweary I've ever heard Kyle saying ever.
It's kind of amusing, I'm not gonna lie.
On board with Andrew as he comes down into turns 4. I don't think it's close enough this
Just
time by
mad.
to make the move. Has a little peep, but nothing too serious.
Because the start was really good.
Uh,
And then it's just getting
very strong
worse.
here at Mid Ohio as well. Seems to just generate a bit more time.
There's a couple of people in the marshalling chat that are reporting the code 80 responses as such because they reckon they gain 2 seconds on the guys reporting it, so might have to keep an eye on it.
Okay.
no further action between 29 and 88. Is that one?
Oh, and the 98
Oh,
that was the one
had a
that's just
connection lost
reacted
as well.
to.
So Luna Racing, Adam behind the wheel. Oh, and it's a great move there by the number 11 coming down into the braking zone at the carousel. Just took the inside line. There's a bit of a bump in barging going on, but nothing too drastic, and was able to make the
Okay.
move.
P2's just decided to park it on the apex.
That is them now
Made
into
blue
the
flags.
top 10 positions.
Blue flags.
The GT4s look quite nice, honestly.
And I must say, the track
There's
VR team
GT4s?
really are starting
No,
to
no, 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 no. Like just going back,
be a
like
regular
the missing
performer
rear
in
wing.
the top end of the grid now, which is
Oh, yeah.
really nice to see. They
There was a
definitely put
crash
lot of
into
effort
turn 1, I had
these
to take
weekends.
avoiding action.
Oh, there's a big moment here for the number 2.
Yeah, we're just seeing it. Did you hit the P?
Don't really know
Two?
what he expected to happen. there.
I
Tried
gave
to
him a
go
little
down
kiss.
the inside.
that's
The
alright.
Porsche was already hugging the apex at that point, and yeah, just got spun around by the car behind, which was, I believe,
Hello, Ferrari.
Max Scholten for the Fair Racing team.
You may be
Of course, he had
quicker,
nowhere
but
to
you've got
go
to send
either.
it a bit more than
So,
that.
yeah, very tricky conditions
Was this
here
what
at
you were doing
Mid-Ohio.
last night,
We already
Louis?
said this before the race started, that it was going to be all about traffic
Well, that
management.
misses us, I know.
And
Yeah.
unfortunately, the number 2
Yeah.
not doing too great. in
The
these conditions,
Ferrari behind
currently
just
sitting
doing
in
a one.
P8
Is it a Ferrari
for
behind
the
you?
prototypes.
Yeah. A lap car.
Pete. Why are red so fucking slow on pushes? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I was already in storefront, and they're already in bar from teller. Just like, what is happening? What up to the plan?
Yeah, you need to tell them to speed up.
Like,
Another
fuck.
battle in the mix of the GT class.
If we're going that way,
Once
fucking
again,
push, man. The
Team
less, the
Simcoe
more you push,
and
the less,
Carl
the more
Wright
likely
of
they're going to be
the
unexpected.
Ajax Racing team. And they've just been separated by the number 1 from the Team Rookie Monsters. That's still being driven by Mantis Rikas at the moment, leading the way by at least 8 seconds now, which is a very strong performance. And Blackhawk Racing sitting comfortably in second with a quite large gap.
Alright, so
to
when
their
he's sending his
sister car,
Porsche into the fence.
who is in third.
No.
If we get a penalty, just fucking send them.
I want to see how it looks with that rear wing.
Do it, honestly.
I'm not too sure what's happening.
Is that
to the
Ferrari a
third team.
Simco
Morris
car?
Wells currently
That would be
sitting
rude.
in
No, the Simco ones are the green ones.
P23.
The green Porsches.
That Ferrari might be a lap down then, he's not showing on the...
No, he is a lap down.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
If he wants to get past, I'll gladly let him pass, but not when I'm fighting this Porsche.
Are you in second, Chris?
Hmm?
Are you in next?
Yeah, I think Kyle might do a second stint, and then I'll do the last stint.
Oh, okay.
I think I might need to call off, to be honest with you.
Oh, is it only you and Chris racing?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should probably get ready, Chris, just in case.
The
10 minutes.
Oh, it's doing it.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes till the hour mark, so you might as well get ready.
At the moment.
You coming out, Kyle?
Kyle feels.
Yeah,
Just see
no,
how
I'll
Kyle
pull
feels.
off and then take the
in
finish.
4th place.
I've got
with
another 10
84
laps
points
anyway, so.
on the board. The number 10, however,
It's only 10 minutes.
this is going to be their strongest.
Nah, I'll be
performance
good
ever.
for
They've only
another
had 2
stint.
points in the
You sure?
championship so far, which is hard to believe considering
Okay.
that they are currently sitting in P4 at the moment. They
If
always
you do
seem to
another
run
stint
into
one,
an
you
issue
finish
some
earlier
way
too.
or another.
Yeah,
You'd be
exactly.
you'd be more consistent.
Oh, nice. They're basically
But if
calling
they
you
can
guys
perform, this will be
shitters
their
because
best
you're at the
finish
bottom of the
for
champ,
the
but you're
season,
4th
for
right now.
whatever reason.
Oh,
they seem
yeah,
to be
cool,
enjoying
mate.
Mid-Ohio or well suited to it.
What they said.
And yeah,
And it
the
will well
top
suited
5
to Mid-Ohio.
for now.
Wait until I get it.
With only 2 points in the championship.
I think that's one of the good things about choosing a circuit that's not
Just have
typical
some clean
as
racing,
well,
Carl.
because this,
Fucking
as I say,
back
this is
out.
the first time that WSCC has ever
2
gone
races
to
we've actually
Mid-Ohio.
finished in this?
It's
Yeah.
not a circuit that
Yeah,
is
and like the
typically used for
total, you only have
class-
2 points.
Class racing, of course, you have the
Yep,
In
sounds
comparison,
about right.
he won
Pilot Challenge
130
in,
points.
in real life that visits here for some like touring car multi-class racing. But not
What we should
typically
do is
prototypes.
offer Chris to go and drive for
that
the
come
rest
here.
of the teams and just
So
take
I
them all
think
out,
it's good to
and
have
then
something
guest
that's
drive.
regular, something that
Yeah.
takes people out of their comfort zone, and that allows some of the back markers to really
I don't think
come
it'll
into
work after
top
the
10
first one, if I'm
and
honest.
throw things adrift somewhat.
Just enter a
And
second
I
car and
think
just
that's
have me in
exactly
it, and
what
I'll
we're
just
seeing
start
here this
bumping
afternoon.
everyone
Some
along the
really
track.
Teams that hadn't
It'll
had
be called the
best
danger
of
car.
luck, shall we say, at the start of the season,
Should
starting
have
lights on
to
it as well.
shine.
And then I'll just not hit our
round
first
5
car, and
as we
then
enter
we'll
the
always
halfway
win.
point here of the championship.
By the way, you know it's
Now,
still
the battle
snowing
between
in London.
Dennis
It's
Castells
fuck.
and these guys are the championship
just snowing
leaders
here,
at the
it
moment.
hasn't settled.
Isn't it?
Gaming BMW close behind. This is for P.
I thought it was like a blizzard up north.
I believe.
I'm like,
Ferrari.
My
on the
apologies,
side.
it's P7.
Leave
class.
me alone. If you
As
want
they
to get
come
past, I'll
through
gladly
the
let you
carousel.
pass, but you're
Bit
just
of a
as
gap
shit as
starting
me
to
at the
emerge.
moment.
Ferrari gets a bit of a better turn in there. Understeer maybe coming into play as you get that dirty
This is
air from the
fine.
car ahead.
Okay, this broadcaster is talking
And
so
that's
much
the
shit.
action that we've got here this
What about
afternoon.
There's a
Appears to be
green,
coming
no,
from
there's a
the
green
GT3
Ferrari, and then the next
category.
Ferrari is like,
LMP2
a second up the road,
quite spread out. Our
and this
leading
green Ferrari comes out the last corner,
LMP2
a little bit of
Mercedes is
understeer,
at least,
and it's like, oh, a little bit of
5
understeer,
seconds
maybe a
ahead.
product of the dirty air cores there. It's like, it's a
the
GT3
next
car, and he's a
behind
second
is
ahead.
21 seconds. Of
The
course,
GT3
pit
cars
stops
are fucked
account
with the
for
aero.
that may
Yeah.
be
It's
the
going
reason why,
from what we had at Spa.
but certainly
Okay,
number
the aero
6 is
models
on
of the
chart.
GT3
Of
must
course, he
be
is now within
so
striking
shit
distance
in that
of
case in
number 1. Gap
RF2.
is up to 5 seconds.
If he's
The-
stopping understeer there,
And he's
that
already
far
come into
away
the
from
pits
the
not
next
long
car.
ago as well, so
That's what
certainly
put
something
us
to
out
bear
last
in mind,
race,
keep
wasn't
an
it?
eye on.
Well, I think we were quite close following someone off a
Number
rouge,
8
and
under
it
pressure
just
from Bradley
snapped.
Sellers for Team Rookie Monsters.
From me following this Porsche, you definitely feel it. It's not bad, it's
into
just,
the
yeah, but how far
keyhole,
back are you?
which is
I was
turn
like
5.
2 tenths, so yeah.
Yeah,
got a
2
great
tenths.
run
That,
coming onto the back
you
straight,
feel that
but
in any car.
overtaking
But like this guy was
Opportunity,
like 9 tenths.
potentially coming
Not
into play
much
here.
though.
Yeah, this guy's 9 tenths.
Comes
You're
to the inside line,
still on
is
pace with the
checking,
front
and
runners,
he's
Kyle.
got the inside line. However, the number 8's going to go deep. into
Everyone
the corner. That
behind
could defend on the
doing
inside for the next corner.
22s, 21s,
And
23s.
not able to do so. They're still trying to have at it though.
Just have a
Down
good
the
race in
inside
the
for
past
the
2
S's.
days.
Turns 6 and 7, and the Corvette lets him through.
Chris
Going
has
onto
entered the
outside
car.
line, just couldn't get the traction down. And great overtaking opportunity
the
there.
good race
and
will be
easily
9.
caught. Very well done.
It'll be fine.
Have you ready to watch the car tumble down the order?
Just punting everyone as I go. Oops, sorry. Oops, sorry. Damage steering.
Yeah.
I've already done enough damage, Chris. Don't.
Mate, you turned right into me into T1.
No,
Monkey's
more bad
doing
news
so.
for Juicy's Motorsport
Oh,
Club.
one of the
That's their
P2's
second
out.
car
Number
in the
15.
pit lane. It doesn't look like
It's
there's
alright,
any
one
life
less,
inside.
thing to
It's
avoid.
under it's under the
Disconnection or
gazebo, facing
maybe some
forward.
damage being caused to that particular
Shit.
machine. So yeah, that's not the afternoon that they were looking for. So it's our fourth
course it's not
DNF
the
so far.
afternoon they
Another
were
one
looking for.
is,
How many laps you got
Jeff
left, Kyle?
Gross for the 99,
I don't know.
which is, I believe,
How many
also
leaves?
5 minutes to the
not having
hour.
a good
Yeah.
day, so that leaves our total running cars down to 30.
Can someone put
out
a
of
message in
33.
Discord saying Ferrari behind the number 10 car? Fuck off.
And once again, we've seen this before, haven't we? Manatu Sim Racing and Go Team Racing.
I'm okay.
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. These Callaway Vets look very special. Understeer corner entry, oversteer corner
Ooh,
exit.
very nearly went onto the grass,
Really are
and he
jack
has
of all
got a bit of
trades.
oversteer.
Sound like a
Nicely
Corvette.
held by Morris Mills as he comes into the carousel.
It's like, oh, missed the
Yeah,
apex,
got
missed the
into
apex, missed the
grass onto
apex.
the turning
Spin.
point.
Still quicker than the
Turns
Porsche.
11. That nearly
Well, the
caused
Porsche's
a very big spin.
BOP
but
of a
nicely
GT4 car
controlled
then, clearly.
to slow the car down. in
What's the
nick of
best
time.
performing GT3 right
Of
now?
Racing coming through in the mix
I
as is
think it's
Royal Blue Racing as
That
well.
Aston. No.
Why is not
As they
no
come down
racing the
towards the
Aston?
chicane,
Who's
number
first?
8 getting out of the way as they come
I
to
think
the
it's
chicane.
the
Here comes
Corvette
Go
going
Team
from the
Racing.
Six, I think it's
And a
the
bit of a,
Corvette.
bit of a barge, and yeah, that was
Guys, just
not great. I have to
Yeah,
say.
13.
yeah, one just
And up
bumped the other
into
one
the
off.
back
Right,
straight,
go
so
on.
he's made P12.
They're behind
but
you.
There's
think-
caused a bit of damage to both the cars, no doubt.
The car that hit you that was blue flag got a warning for ignoring blue flags and causing collision.
Have we heard anything about that guy complaining about the code 80?
Not yet.
That's next to be looked at.
I mean, he brake checked me and I was under code 80 when they said code 80.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going code 80 at 1, are we? We're going at code 80 at code 80.
Yeah.
You don't put the pit limiter when you've entered the pits, do you?
Screeching through it at 200 kilometers an hour. Oh, actually, no, I pressed it when I crossed the line.
Well, that Ferrari's flying.
Maybe the Ferrari
got
can go
both
hassle the
Simco
Porsche
Porsches
now.
here.
We've got a
Traffic penalty
drive-through.
for car number 10 for collision.
May wanna
separation
appeal
code
that.
is the
Number
Appeal
10
that.
from Carl Wright
Do I have to serve that?
as they come to complete
3 laps,
their
isn't it?
next
Yeah.
lap.
Yeah.
Go on,
We're
Chris.
just coming to the end of
Wouldn't
the
it get
first
delayed if
hour
you appeal
here,
it though? Surely.
I hope so.
and 1/3 of racing
Because
complete
I
this
don't think that's
afternoon.
our fault.
Drive-through penalty for car number 10 for
Right.
collision under code 80.
Oh, yeah,
That's
just
number
said that.
10, so that's actually Carl Wright, the car behind.
I'm gonna be back in a minute, I need to make a call for work.
Alright.
See you shortly.
Get your typing things out, Chris.
I'm waiting
Yeah,
for
please.
them to put the.
We've only got 3 laps and it's a really short lap.
Yeah. Get a type in it quickly.
I have an idea of what they're gonna say.
Well, we need to be told sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Um,
Just got it. It's worth a try.
yeah.
So drive through,
This will
not
be
stop
good
and go.
news for the 18 Simco machine as they will gain another position. Of course, these guys did come into the pits early, as already mentioned. I'm not too sure if the 19 did though. That's the question, because of course the sister car
They
did
came
start
into the
behind
pits
them,
early, yes, but they
and
will
now
have
they're
to
ahead
pit
of them.
again,
And we'll
you
soon find out in
clown.
the next few laps or so, because their fuel tank on the GT cars lasts approximately an hour, maybe a bit longer here because there aren't as many straights as elsewhere.
Have the P2s had a round through the pits yet?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we've got the 26 Manatu Sim Racing in pit lane, so that is your first of the GT3s coming in at the end of the hour. Houdini
Leader
Racing going
pitted.
through
Leaders in the BM.
in that 77 Bentley.
What? Come
which
on,
always
man.
sounds wonderful.
I've been so stressed in my life. Just one more lap, Chris.
Yeah, I've messaged them.
What are we meant to do? Carry on or serve it?
You gotta serve it, you'll get DQ'd if you don't.
Yes, serve it.
Yeah, just serve it.
That's so dumb.
Let's have a quick look into
Yeah,
the
I think we'll lose
prototype side of things.
one,
Manchester
maybe
Street
two
is still
places.
leading the way
The
for
gap's
Team
fairly
Ricky
big
Monsters. They're on
behind,
track
so-
to
Was it a
extend the
stop and go
championship at
or
this
a-
rate if nothing goes wrong.
drive-through?
It's a drive-through.
In
Oh,
case
The
they're
next,
listening,
car
on
behind
the
the
live
behind the
stream.
guy that's 1
Also,
second
did
back
say
is
anything?
18 seconds, so it's
Because
19
whenever I seem to
seconds
say
back.
something, something always goes
And surely a
wrong.
drive-through is 19 seconds, is it?
It always
But
seems to be the,
Yeah, it's a short pit lane.
the pattern.
I don't
that
have to say, we
is,
should only lose one
repeated
place.
here on our live stream, which
Um,
is whenever Matt says something about a certain
do you need to
car, if
box
it's
in
doing
anyway
well,
for?
I
then,
need to pit.
in
No,
about
not for
10
fuel.
minutes' time,
I
they
can go
will
one more lap,
crash
but I don't
into
know if we can
something.
take.
Do the
services.
drive. No, do the drive-through, then come
Come
for the
back
pits
in.
the next lap.
Yeah.
But I really need to know this lap.
Serve the drive-through.
Just serve it.
Yeah.
If
But,
they.
yeah, about 10
responded.
seconds behind, we have Blackhawk Racing
no.
in the form
Well
of the
done.
number 6, so they're doing very
So
well.
done.
Lap times coming in.
I've not
it's a
replied to your
1:13.8,
message yet.
which is about a second and a half slower
The
than,
other one
what
they've gone
Manchester
through
did
and
that last time
clear-
by.
oh.
However, of course, with all the GT
The last
crews
message
everywhere,
they've
they've
done,
got
so
this
they
afternoon.
might have a
That
look
could
at it.
be
They probably won't.
why that happened.
Yeah,
of
I have
course.
to
Just serve it in case the game
Yeah.
DQs you. So.
Now, of course,
The game
number
will
6 did
DQ
take
you if
pole
you do not
position,
serve the
That's fun.
so they'll have that knowledge in their pocket. They'll know that they are technically the faster of the cars.
I've spun.
Oh, where at?
Maybe
Really
give
damage?
them a
Last-
bit of
last
confidence
corner.
as the race
Coming into the
unfolds going
pits.
forward. They know exactly what they can get away
The
with.
rear
and
tyre just
they-
felt like
they
it let go.
have the pace to be the fastest. Just a bit of a confidence boost, of course.
So
Carl
dumb.
Wright, in the meantime,
Uh,
going
They've
off
just
Yep.
got your spin.
into the
Ooh,
barrier.
on stream as well.
And I don't think
Yay!
they've served their penalty either, which is
twice into the barrier.
interesting. So
Yeah,
looks
it,
like they may be at the
it
carousel
was really
now.
weird.
Not too sure, but in the meantime, Velasquez has gone through.
Straightened up my steering even more.
Yeah, so they're coming into pit lane, so they just outbrake
Fucking
themselves because you want that wider line on the entry. Can be very tricky, as I already mentioned. The corner dips away from the driver.
At least we
and
still
that
have a
creates
spoiler.
some understeer and a lack
Yep.
of grip, so it
Box
does
of wings,
send you
spoiler.
wide, but he's just from his drive through, which has
It's
been
what?
elongated by that small
It's a
mistake.
wing, it's not a spoiler.
Why? What's
Yeah,
the
that's a lot
difference?
more
I love
time
that.
than what
Carl
they were hoping
smacks
to.
the shit out of a barrier and all the
And
panels
no
are
doubt they'll
fine.
have to come into pit lane
Mhm.
very
Yeah,
shortly
oh,
as
yeah.
well to top that off.
A spoiler is mounted to the main bit of the body. The wing is like suspended off it.
Yeah, a spoiler is what a NASCAR has, a stock car.
Alright.
A wing is what a
Every
Jeep
day's a
has,
school day.
Yeah, I guess so.
or a supercar.
We still have a
First time
wang.
I've seen them.
Oh wow, it's magically showing us first. I'll screenshot that.
Am I still first?
According to the statistics, yeah.
What, Kyle?
Go on.
I've got a pit stop.
Yeah, but we're like
Morris Mell is trying to regain
18
some
million
lost
seconds
ground
ahead,
after
so
that
we're
small
fine.
collision with one of the.
I think
one
those.
after both- They seem to have
I
bad
think
luck when
those
they come across
the
these
green
blue
Porsches should get 2
BMWs
pit
and
stops
Corvettes
for
from the likes of Office in Racing. I think every time they've come across one, they've
for driving green
brake
Porsches.
checking,
and
and then the
contact-
reporting
contact
us,
with
and then
one
the
another, so
guys like giving
got
us a
nice little
drive
bit of
through.
circuit for them. Morris Mell still behind the wheel.
I think
And
they
I
should be
believe
shot
they
because they're
are-
driving green Porsches and they're very tasteless.
And have you have you
MP10,
reported them
I
back
think,
for brake checking?
From what we previously saw. Yes, it is.
I don't
know,
MP10
have we?
in class
I
at
have.
the moment.
Report them for brake
They were,
checking.
of course, leading the race,
Yeah,
so we're expecting
bit.
some of the GT3s to come in very shortly, and we'll see where they decide to settle in the grand scheme of things. In the meantime, Christopher Tarboten close behind after his pit stop, so he's changed over from
Because bit rate is some shit, dude.
Dylan.
Okay, he's still first apparently.
Oh shit! I meant to request the pit box, aren't I?
Oh yeah.
And they are fighting for position, of course.
Oh,
Only
please be
1
ready.
second between these two. Now, the RSA Sim Racing Corvette is actually very competitive here
Just-
this afternoon as well.
You
So
show it down a
Go-Team
bit as you
Racing
go
might
into the pits if
find
they're
it
not
difficult
really.
to get
Fine.
past or get by
They're
in
ready.
the nick of time as one of the
Cars on
Racing
fuel?
Motorsport Club coming through.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. So that is good news because the number 15 ran into issues earlier on in this race, and Luca Gray had another disconnection, so we're back to just 3 DNFs now, which is 2 of them are DCs, and then I think the 99 ran into problems or an accident somewhere
65 seconds.
Okay. Is that repairing damage as
well?
well?
We've got this battle between Simon Marshall and Andrew Parkinson. This is for P6 in class.
I'll be back in a sec.
Now we already know that the number 11 came into the pits early, and that is very fast indeed. They were actually catching our leaders at the time before they had a small moment at the carousel. There seems to be a lot of incidents occurring in the same typical places that you would come to expect. On board with Andrew now as he comes across the start-finish line. On goes by the number 7 prototype from Go Team Racing.
What's I going?
Have you killed the engine?
No. Why are you holding me?
Now's the opportunity. Needs to get onto the throttle
Does it show anything in the bottom left?
Possible in order to maximise the slipstream down into turn 4. And the next
it gave
car
me
ahead
my fuel and stuff, and it just held me for ages.
away, which is Arcadis Treva in the 29.
It was 120 for the longest
so
time.
Andrew needs to pass Simon as quickly as possible, and then focus on
that's
getting
not
those lap times.
It should say in the bottom left if it's repairing damage.
I didn't say, but now I've got a working car.
120.002 is the
Maybe then.
got here, so it's almost about
Just RF2 logging out.
2 seconds off qualifying pace.
Oh, the Porsche's off.
But Morris Mellon 13,
Noise.
definitely the fastest car here so far.
Karma.
But of course, far down the order. Blue flags coming into effect for the, I think that's the 90. Well, that's the Veles stock skin that's being taken today.
All drivers race control, code 80 in 10 seconds.
Another one.
As the Bentley for the Houdini Racing team comes
Another code
into
80.
pit
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Code 80 enforced.
Simon can't seem to get past this Corvette. It is blue flag situation.
Guy behind is
so
gaining
you will
on
have to
me.
yield the position or face getting a
2
point.
seconds.
Race control, code 80 in 10 seconds.
Well, that means
Means
we've
that
got
because
a
they're
big
on
off
code 80.
somewhere
Oh
on
my.
the circuit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Code 80 enforced.
So we've had another massive incident somewhere along the lines. Not too sure where it is. Everyone seems to be where they were before. Nobody's changing position. Got the Ferrari in pit lane, who's decided to take advantage. Actually worked out quite well for them. If that is their first pit stop of the afternoon, then that could really pay off in the grand scheme of things. All the other cars, though, looking on the track map, there doesn't seem to be anyone that's actually stationary as far as I can see.
What happened?
Code 80.
So very strange indeed.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Nothing on the podcast.
There was a Porsche going slow. The green Porsche.
Wasn't one of them went off? I think Reese was saying.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any huge incident here,
We'll
unfortunately.
drive this
lead
race
anymore,
control,
feels bad.
green
But
flag
short race
in 10
control
seconds.
and get us back to racing conditions in a short moment's time. All the cars are still
Apparently, under 5 seconds, you have to slow down for a code 80.
as
5,
well, so nobody's
4,
entered the pit
under
lane.
5
seconds.
Yeah, but I did.
19, which are due to come
1.
into the pits
Green,
anyway.
green, green.
So that's actually really
I
paid
was.
off for the 19. Oh, it was the 19 that had an off and into the barriers at the chicane, so thank you for that information.
I was on
from,
when they
Race
said
Director.
code 80. I was going 80 kilometers an hour.
So it was the 19 that went off, although they still need to come into the pits anyway, so that won't be a
Was it
great
19
loss
you
for
were
them,
racing?
Although the repairs
5,
will no doubt put
I
them
think
down
so.
the order.
The green
3,
Porsche.
Yeah, they just lost it at the
1.
chicane.
Green, green, green.
Good.
Back to racing conditions
Are they
then,
dead?
and
No,
Simon
they're in the
Marshall got
pits.
a good head start against
Well, yeah, they're behind you now.
Andrew Parkinson, who
Simcoe,
enters pit
imagine.
lane. So another
saw
pit
them
stop
going
being
slow.
made there by
What a
these guys.
awful
Don't
name.
blame them for that because they are
What
going to
place
have
are
to
they?
do
I
another
reckon we're fourth
pit
now,
stop
aren't
we?
before the end of this race
Porsches, I don't
anyway.
know, because we're in
So
the
you might as
pits,
well
so
get
it's
it
sort
out
of.
the way nice and early.
Weirded it
They are
out. We're
taking
like
new tyres as
towards
well,
the back, though. I
which-
think
I mean,
because
those
some people, I
tyres
don't think
have always
some
been
people have
changed
pitted. I'm not sure.
twice.
I'm
And
22nd
that's
out
only
of
after an
33.
hour of racing. So I saw the
So
stats
you're, I
on the
think,
back of the car
12th,
going up.
I think.
So that is
There
really
is
bizarre. Only half
10
an hour worth of racing
11.
for both sets for them there.
We're no. Yeah, we're 10th. Ignore mate.
Where the points goes 10th.
Can't remember.
Hopefully 10th seems logical.
But they are still able to
Might explain
continue
more, I've only
racing,
got
which
2
is a good
points.
thing for the 19.
Oh, sorry, that penalty still doesn't make sense to me. Like they brake checked
Battles
us.
starting to emerge in the prototype class now.
I
It's been a
think-
while
Well,
since we've seen
drivers,
one of
it's
these.
Their way of saying it
Code
is
in
10
10
seconds. And here
seconds.
if you did
comes
want to
Fair
brake
Team-
deeper and
sorry,
like
Fair Team
stop
Racing
later,
coming down the
move out
outside
the way.
line. Cliff Van der Ven, very aggressive.
Oh
my!
And
5,
that's into the barrier.
4,
Big
Big
win
three,
for the number 2.
2, 1.
One of the
Code
P2s just
18
like
I think there was
turned
just a bit of wheel
right
spin coming over
and
the brows of the
fucking
hill,
killed this other P2.
and yeah, just couldn't catch that back.
So
It was,
very eventful racing.
Lars behind the wheel on that.
Oh,
particular
yes.
race.
Oh,
He just broke it even more.
Code 18,
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Go
Code
too
18.
fast.
Well, drivers
Just
can
gonna
Oh,
back
he
back
backed
and
into
10
the
seconds.
fence. What a
Yeah, and then
Oh.
off the rear wing.
And yeah, massive
And
spin
spun.
again. Frustration coming into play. I
2,
think.
Pain.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Absolute pain.
1. Green, green, green.
Didn't hit anyone this time, Carl.
No, don't worry about that.
That's a winner.
So yeah, that was
brake
unfortunate. I
checkers.
think that would need to be reviewed at some point.
I
to
mean,
see if
No
any
code 80s in
contact
our
was
racing.
made,
Think
but
about it.
The drivers
Yeah,
green light,
exactly.
10 seconds.
From my first impressions, at least from that particular angle, because we
Well,
was
safety
looking dead
cars,
on,
though.
I think it was just both cars trying to get
Yeah,
on
but
the
then
front as
they're
fast as
only
possible
really used in
4,
ovals,
3,
unfortunately.
2, 1. Green, green, green.
and just not
Yeah.
working out as well as they intended. But in the meantime, the 13
I'd love
is
a caution or two thrown out in a
very-
24.
being chased rather.
I
Sorry,
mean, they'll
by
come out
Christopher
constantly, though.
Boten for the RSA Sim Racing team, and directly ahead
I
of
think you'd be
them,
surprised.
they've got Bradley Sellers by a few seconds. So the 13 is going to have to do a lot
If it's
of work
anything
to
like
catch up.
Silverstone, though, they won every lap.
What's this?
iRacing.
And like,
Yeah, but-
you'll have a caution that'll back, like, it'll pack the entire pack up, and then you'll have a crash because
So
everyone's
now
close
between the
together
number
again.
11 and the
Safety
number
cars
10,
breed safety cars, don't
who
they?
have served their penalty and their pit stop. It seems.
Cautions,
Maybe just
cautions.
maybe just do like
And the number
a
11,
full
of
course
course,
yellow
has
then.
just come into the pit lane, so they've
Like
only
how they
done
do in the
half an
Code
hour
80s,
each
bit wide,
time.
Yeah.
So they've done 2 stops in the first hour,
Yeah.
Oh, what's that Corvette
and now
doing
they're
in
going to
front?
do one more stop, I believe, at least.
Are they already
They're gonna do
Engine.
one final stop with 1 hour remaining.
We're about to
and
watch
that
in
should
a
hopefully bring them to
couple
the
of minutes.
end of the race. So doing
stream
those-
delay
that
was
extra
really
pit stop
big
under
on
Code
this.
80 may have been a
I
stroke
hit the
of
right arrow key a
genius,
couple times.
but only time will tell.
Turn the speed up to 2.
Yeah,
Also
yeah.
work.
Right arrow key does the same thing.
Was it him
20
just like
seconds stop
skipping
to go
over the
for
middle of the
car
car?
number
Leading
57 for
prototype.
causing the collision
Mandatory
with the
because
number
Because that
2.
looks
charge.
sketchy.
For Team Rookie Monsters, and it's all going splendidly well for them. They've got 14 seconds ahead of the competition.
I guess it's the
which is
most
still
coverage
the number
we've
6
ever
in
got
Black Hawk
on
Racing.
this.
For the wrong reasons.
And they're still doing pretty much the same lap
At least you got a cool
times,
team then,
but
though.
it's just
I
the
like that.
traffic conditions that are extending the
SWMD
gap.
20 seconds
Ajax
stop to
Racing.
go for car
Sounds
number
cool.
57 for causing the collision
Better
with
than
the
like
number 2.
Panic Gaming
So
or
57, massive
Simco.
penalty there
Simco.
for them.
That's
So of course we
really
didn't get to
shit.
see the best
Simco
angles
sounds
of
like-
the
More like-
accident, but,
Simco sounds like a
that is
budget.
massive penalty there.
Massive.
considering
Yeah, exactly.
They're currently sitting in
The budget simulator.
6 at the moment.
Wooden rigs with
And the number two's back
G25s.
out on the track in the meantime in
I was gonna say
P9.
I belong in that, and then you said G25, and I was like, oh, never mind that.
Oh,
And they're actually 3 laps down off our leader.
Ferrari
so they
just took his
definitely
leave.
haven't had the best afternoon.
There's one called Manato Boffa.
yeah, the 87 is such a
Actually,
hard
can't
right.
make it.
Another battle between
Oh yeah, I
Duran
just saw
and
that.
Dennis Castillo Sims.
Oh, yeah. Seen.
Oh, and Dennis
Oh,
Castillo goes off.
Bye bye.
Oh,
Very
streams
bizarre.
must be
That
behind a
is
Oh,
bit.
this
very
rejoin's
strange
hard to beat.
accident, if I ever saw one.
5 head. Oh no, he was
Okay.
fairly cautious. Bit of a weird place to rejoin, but
Oh,
you know it's not a good one, isn't it? All.
God, this stream quality is fucking garbage,
I
dude.
see a
I'm gonna slip
P2
my
and
way.
4 GTs.
Jesus, look at that.
Oh, that's
Yeah, they're trying to wreck.
And now he's got pressure from behind. That's the
Manato Boffer
racing
again.
car.
Shattered windshield racing at the back, very fitting. Luna
And they seem to be
racing.
back underway
That's
once
proper
again.
shit.
This time in P18 class.
Houdini
But now
racing.
they've got the number 3, the
Fair
number 13,
racing team.
and the 69 from RSA Sim Races. This
The
is
what?
a
Blackhawk
really
Racing just
nice
sounds
car
like
for
something
them.
out of fucking.
And now,
What was the
number
last
Black
movie
Hawk
you watched?
Race
Black
comes
Hawk Down.
across
Right, let's call it that.
One of the BMWs. Trying to get the wide line. cut back as
Team
best as he
Rookie
can.
Monsters. Fucking hell. On-off racing. They've just looked at the
Blue
light
flag
switch.
situation in effect here as they come down across the start-finish line. Dylan
What about
Tugbo team
Bros
trying to go
racing
through and
Ferrari,
follow as
though?
best he can, but not
Oh,
able
that's
to
a
do
good
so.
one.
Oh, it just keeps you off the
Bros
grass.
racing
Just
You got
flies.
Danica Gaming. There wants to be
Nicely done
Danica,
there.
but
Yeah.
Exactly how
that
Wild
name
Car
got
was
ruined
and
by
how
some
much
shitty
he was
NASCAR
carrying,
driver.
and didn't
Yeah.
lose too much time.
Oh, Bros Racing Ferrari 2. The sequel.
But Corvette.
So we
Oh.
have, at this moment,
You're
6 cars
Tracks
all with
VR,
gaps
I mean.
of around
You're
What are we
1
racing on?
second
What are you
between them.
using for a
So
display?
Milan Serrani
You're
is
currently
leading battle
faster
between
than everyone in
6
front of you at the
and
minute,
1.5
Code.
seconds. And then Dennis
Let's
Castellas is holding
go.
back 4 cars all within
Give
1
me a
second as well.
K.
So
Give
in the
me a
second half of this
Y.
race, it's really starting to heat up in the GT class.
Kill
that's for sure.
yourself.
No, all you gotta get is an L. Don't worry.
KY is not how you spell kill yourself, Kyle. Come back. Oh, don't play that card now.
Too late.
13 once again touching the grass before
I mean,
entering the carousel. He's trying to chase
collectively,
down
we do
Bradley
bring a
Sellers in the
new
car
meaning
ahead,
to
number
Sim
3
Tarts.
for Team Rookie Monsters.
I'm pretty man.
Blue flag.
I'm autistic. Carl's dyslexic.
I'm
We're
also
gonna bring
dyslexic.
The tards to Sim
Well
Tarts.
done.
I'm just straight up retarded. I mean,
Yeah. We bring the tard. We put the tards in Sim.
I mean, going by this race, my
we should play
performance-
bingo with like mental
A
disabilities.
little bit of a twitchy moment for the Ferrari ahead. That is the
Clear the fucking
sister
deck.
Ferrari for the Grove Racing team.
Dear.
Takes the wide line to allow the
Pretty sure we can
it's
get
a
all
blue
of them.
flag situation.
We can
It's
get the whole
allowed
board
13
done.
to
We
really
can go
attach
catch 'em all.
itself onto the back end of that Ferrari number 3. Now using the slipstream down towards turn 4. Is he going to be close enough to make a move? He's looking down the inside. Not close enough. Nearly touches the grass as he tries to hug back into that slipstream.
Louis got all the addiction disorders down.
Harry's a dwarf.
I can bring
Really
the
looking
insomnia.
fast.
There was a
Given the
there was a
current
point
conditions
where
there is the number
Sam
13.
had to use his
So
hand
that's the car to
controls,
go
so
up the order in
Oh yeah,
the
yeah, we got a
next
with
cripple.
his leg. Yep.
hours.
My knees are dodgy as hell
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
so
there
got
we are.
that.
Just stop using your pedals. Use your, use your secondary ones on your McLaren rim.
This is turning out to
Do
be
we have
one of the
any
best races
anorexics?
this season. That's for sure.
No.
This
No,
conditions
I
just
can
happen
dateable before.
Absolutely everywhere.
I can skip
It's almost
lunch.
like
Be alright.
a. It reminds me.
30
of
seconds
road
stop and go
Yeah,
penalty
sector
for
three.
car
This
number
reminds me
24
man of
for
road
multiple
at
blue flag
Atlanta.
infringements.
There's
Anyone
It's an American track.
It's America.
And it's
Have been
absolutely brilliant. You know, it's.
Curbs
It's
are
all about
dodgy as
making
hell.
the right call at
It's
the
about
right
making
time,
the right call
and
at
it's
the right
creating these
time.
outstanding
Like any
battles.
track,
Nobody is able to just get away on pure pace alone. They need to make
Isn't
the
that just
right
every
calls,
oval?
and that is why
Yeah.
we're seeing such a huge array of different cars
It's like
30
Daytona.
and down the order.
For car number
Fucking
94
hell.
No one saw that.
for blue flag
Card
infringements.
is
It's the left
Anyone
corner. It's just
flying.
like Daytona.
Number 94 just got to stop and go.
have been warned.
Good. 30 seconds.
So 94 having
Blue flag
blue
infringements.
So
Well, I nearly lost it going through the first corner, but I don't know how I saved that,
So
but
the
okay.
abuse, just for those that don't
Dude,
know
there's
what
been
that
4
means, or if
fucking
you're
yellow
watching
flags.
For the first time and you don't know what
At the
multi-class
minute,
racing is,
you're
blue flag means
at
that
minimum
there's a fast car behind, typically
a
they're
second
lap ahead of
faster,
you,
and at
and
maximum
therefore
nearly
not
2
fighting
seconds
for
faster than the
position,
cars
you
in
need
front.
to yield and let the faster car behind go through.
Definitely a shit leak.
So if you're getting a warning from race control, it means that you're ignoring blue
There was
flags
Just because we're slow, or
for a long period of time.
A 1 day of
against
practice.
Several individual cars.
Like
So,
I was saying
you
a
know,
little bit
very
earlier, I
rarely
joined an
do we
EES
see that it's
session
on a regular
last night,
basis.
and there was a guy who was in a P2. That was his best lap.
Usually it's just a
After
slap on the
actually
wrist
trying.
and, like, stop
He was
doing
slower
that
than
and
all of the
behave yourself, and then
GTs.
after that, it's fine. But if you're still getting penalties for
Harass
it, then it must be
Silverstone.
really bad.
And his
Anyway, back to the
license.
racing because Morris Mel is still trying to catch
Hello,
up to the
get his
number
license
3.
up.
further ahead, we've got Milan
It's like
Saran.
A
It's
license, like
three-way
200
battle
rating or
for
something.
this
No, it's
particular
worse.
position. The Ferrari stuck in the middle with Simon Marshall behind the wheel.
Oh no!
When
Think he's on a controller or keyboard?
I don't. He honestly could have been. He was
This
so
is the
slow.
third place. So
Honestly,
it's
safety
really.
If you looked at his, if you looked at him on the relative, it looked like someone had spun out, but he was actually just going forward, like actually trying.
In the grand scheme of things, after they've all decided
so
to
his
do
IR
their
was
own
higher
little
than his
tactics.
safety rating.
So
He's
for the
1.6
meantime,
rookie.
it is Milan Saran in
Yes.
second place. Arcadius the Retriever still
Kyle.
leading the way for Panica Gaming.
yeah,
so
he
they've
was
done
slower than
really
every
well.
GT
And we've
P2.
got Andrea Nivoli.
There was GTs that got so
completely
fed up
butchered
with
that
him,
name, I
like
apologise.
they actually just
So
turned hard
26
left
from
into him
Manus
and
Bob
ruined their
Racing,
own
flashing his headlights
their own
saying,
hot lap,
"Come on, let me through."
just to piss him off because he was so shit.
Milan Saran really starting
The
to
thing
widen
is,
the gap now as he takes home
People
second place
would
across
try
the
and
start-finish line.
get past him, and he'd defend it in a practice session. He'd like defend the corner.
Sure, he was defending and not just attempting to drive.
I don't know. He could have been crashing.
I was like me in my
So
I'm
just
doing a
gave the
world tour thing
overlay a quick refresh
with
there, and we
BUSR
suddenly
on
skipped
ACC.
about
We're
10 minutes
visiting
worth of
every
racing
racetrack
because it was so outdated. I
in,
noticed that Milan Saran
in
was in the pit
ACC.
lane, even though we was
And
watching
first
him
race
go
was
by the
Silverstone,
start-finish line,
and me
so
and Cav were in Porsche Cup.
top stuff.
We were racing on the
But that's now
GT3
been
it's the whole
rectified.
race. Like,
Here
anytime we came
comes
to
Bradley
lappers, we
Sellers
just
down the back
raced them
straight,
or
giving
passes
chase
because
to
some of them were
Morris
behind us on
for
track.
Go Team Racing. Once
Brilliant.
more, we've seen this. Which way is he going to do?
I might have taken out the leader.
Obviously, they prefer to go down the outside line. If
Oh my
possible.
god, that red is not making that corner.
Inside,
Oh,
diving
he
down
did?
into
What?
turns 4. Nice move there. Simple stuff. Best over
Oh,
taking
nice bit.
opportunity available here today.
This
Another
is so weird.
position
I've probably
for
only
the
seen snow
13.
like maybe
Now it's Christopher's turn. He's gonna be able
3
to
other times in my life. So.
close up the
Jesus.
back end of that Ferrari if possible.
So every year for like a month when I was in primary school,
Oh, must be nice.
pretty much guaranteed every year we'd have some snow days.
Because we're so
Snowed
close to the sea, though, it's like it just doesn't settle at all. It's sort of settled on like a couple of bushes, but
It
And we
snowed
had
in March one year.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
bit
had
of
a
a
snow
moment there
day
for
in
69, tried to go
university
down the
in my
inside
first year in
carousel,
Edinburgh.
But that door closed very quickly
Um,
indeed. So no contact made,
December,
but
like,
waits for another opportunity.
everything was shut down,
That's
all the
allowed
buses were
13
stopped.
to escape down the road though. Gap already up to 1.5 seconds.
We were all trapped on campus.
Is this guy behind faster than me?
Let me have a look.
He's right at my eyes.
You did a 1:21.7 last lap. He did a 1:21.5.
Further up the road, 2 Ferraris going wheel to wheel. Dennis Castillo Sims down to the braking zone at
those
turn
Ferraris
4.
are cool.
Are you ready to see his incredible driving race?
Place in class. So really
Bevan.
strong performance in the latter stages or the halfway point of this race.
When the game loads.
At the moment,
Slowly
we
won
have
the replay.
4 battles going on.
So
Yeah, we've
obviously
got
I qualified
4
first in
battles
class.
currently ongoing at the moment.
Sure.
Class of 2.
That is absolutely incredible. And of course, we still bit of a moment there between the 2 Ferraris.
And the other driver was
Tried
Cav.
to occupy the
so-
same piece of tarmac. Luckily, nothing came
Oh
of
my
that.
god, ACC, load the fucking replay. In a week, you might get to see it. I'm not
Yeah, we've
convinced it
got this
hasn't
battle here
crashed.
for P4 in
Oh,
class.
there we
then
go.
there's one for P6, one for 8th place
What
in
is
GT3,
happening in front?
and then one all the way down the back of the order for 26th and
Some
7th,
people are
and I don't
kicking
know
off
what
about the
position that
P2s at the
is in
minute
the
for
grand
the
scheme of things.
interesting
My
overtakes.
brain can't work it
They're
out.
fine. Most
Some of them are driving like utter dicks.
are they?
So I sent it through wide into T1.
Oh, there's your mistake.
Oh, nice, that Aston's gone.
Dennis Castillo Sims.
That GT3's just fucked you up.
Yeah. I almost killed.
It's
Cadet.
what? It's just you and Kevin.
Yeah, Cav's
Porsche
behind me.
cunts.
We have the same car, same color and everything.
Oh, Pete.
He brake checked me. Okay, hang on, let me go on his on board.
Okay,
Watch his roll. Watch his brake.
Oh yeah, that's a bit.
It might have been in reaction to the big fucking crash in front of him, but
It was to the side of him though.
Looking for an opportunity
Gets
on
better,
the start
yeah.
finish line. Not going to be close enough, I don't think, but he's definitely
No.
closer this
Alright,
time
watch this
by
guy.
than what he was previously.
How do you get please don't punch through now in his car?
He's got one of the
You can do
Black
custom
racing
liveries.
cars coming
Oh, you
through at
can?
the same time,
Yeah.
so that kind of cost him a bit.
dodgy as fuck. Yeah.
Bold stuff coming from the number 6 as he tried to go down the
Okay.
inside of the
That guy's a
chicane.
clown.
So this guy quit the league because he wasn't happy with the driving standard. And was expecting
Yeah, there is
something more
you and
serious
Cav
from the
just
casual
pissing
league,
him out.
which
I know he's just
clearly
lost a tiny
states
bit
that there
of
is
ground in the
no
grand scheme of things there
punishments
as a result.
Oh my
He's still
God,
within
God,
striking
Pete.
distance, 0.2 seconds. He's trying to
Cold
move down
tires.
the inside, which he does.
Bollocks.
He's going to go deep into the braking zone. The switchback happens.
lack of
Ferrari still
talent.
takes that
Yeah.
step back.
catch back up again though.
Said no TC.
Testing
You
the
guys are just
limits
sliding out of every
of
corner.
braking performance there inside that green Bros Racing Ferrari. Luckily, I thought
Oh,
he was
no.
going to be into the grass. If I'm truly
Oh, he had some
honest,
good
Oh,
racing though.
no.
amazing how he stopped
Yeah.
that just in the nick of time.
Until you left him, right?
Yeah,
But now
Oh.
Simon Marshall knows exactly what lengths
he'll get
the
it back.
I like the.
Dennis is willing
Where's
to
the
go
Bentley
to
print?
No
to make
time
that pass
gains.
work.
What?
We were constantly abusing
Got
everyone.
Where's that
here.
Bentley?
He's
Where's that
second
prick
of a
of the
Bentley
team with
driver?
Monster
Oh yeah,
Ferraris.
we'll come to that in a second.
This time Christopher behind for
Yeah,
RSA
Cavill
Sim
down
Races
here.
trying to get through.
This guy behind is getting increasingly impatient.
Touch of grass there.
Where are you? Let's see. He's doing same lap times as you.
So
there's a black and blue Corvette lagging.
This is
see.
the same Bentley.
Corvette got turned
Almost
in
made his
ever
cab.
so
Goes
just
off
a
the track
tiny
to
bit
pass him.
better. Can he get the slipstream down the back
Are we black and
straight?
blue?
No.
We're, I guess, black blue stripes with orange bits on the
Oh my
side.
God.
Okay.
I might get
No,
some
he hasn't
oversteer
actually
right
made
there.
hardly any ground coming into the braking zone, so we have
Just
to
some
wait
slight
for
oversteer.
another chance if he possibly can. In the meantime, Morris Mel catching up to these two Ferraris fighting for
Oh, this is not ending
second
well.
place. Oh, nearly makes contact with the number 4 from Royal Blue Racing. As he tries to
We're about 6
make his
seconds
way
slower in
through
these.
into the
6, 7
S's.
seconds slower. And this dude finished second. Like, he was fat. Yeah, he just could not pass.
Now Morris Mel starting to make his way
He
back
finished
into those
second, did
podium
you say?
positions, of course.
Yeah.
Currently sitting
He's 18th right now.
P6 in class.
He was way down
Sees
as well.
Simon Marshall and Dennis
Yeah,
ahead,
he
and goes
started
off
second
at
and
the
then
entry to
spun.
Carousel. It's going to be a
Lap one.
huge moment. Again, it's where he
That
touches
might
the
be number
grass.
8 that's lagging.
Before the entry point.
He's
on the
already
exit
taken
at
his
turn
pit stop,
11,
though.
That's what's costing them.
So,
Coming out of Thunder Valley, you've got that small slither section of grass,
Is he right in
and he
front of
just
me?
touches it every time he goes past, and that causes a slight oversteer moment. So
What
Morris
number
with
did you
all
say,
that hard
Sam?
work Undone.
Might be
He's
number
gonna do
8.
it all
Wide
again.
here,
In the
Andy.
meantime, RSA Sim Races have gone through. Bradley Sellers for Team Ricky
It's,
Monsters
I think
have
it's
gone
behind
through,
somewhere.
and that has been a complete waste of effort.
Yeah, I'm about
He's
to
had
lap
to
a
do it
black and
all
blue
again.
one.
Oh, okay.
Let us know if he lags.
No, I outbroke myself for coming into a hairpin.
Once again, Dennis.
so that's
having
the
a
end of
little look down
him.
the
And then I
inside.
do a fair
Not
on-track
close enough
overtake
still.
right here.
As we are now
Straight line,
halfway
Magus
through
and
this
Beckett.
race.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
Wait, I'm gonna go and start getting all my shit plugged in.
I just take that.
Warning.
Was that no time
That was a warning for track limits. I lose it here anyway.
Oh, bit of a moment here for RSA Sim Races there side by
I
side.
move, if you watch my
coming out
brake
of Thunder
balance, I'll
Valley
move it forwards after that.
into turn 11. He's got the
See, it's
outside
at
line, which
54
means
right
he's
now.
got the optimal position for the carousel. Good stuff there from RSA Sim Races. Christopher moving
Then we
up
nudge it up to
by one position.
54.8.
Blocking!
Alright, watch that.
Mate,
What number and lap?
What a move.
64,
Number 64 or lap 64?
lap 64, and the blue and black. He let the other guy go and then just cut straight in front of me.
Cutting. Is Yeah, lap down.
Already up to 0.5 seconds.
Oh, you know, I'm
Can
blue
Bradley
flags.
get some ground back under the slipstream though? There's not many LMP2s
Nah,
in
don't
sight,
report it. It's not worth it.
so it'd be a perfect opportunity. Christopher just
Yeah.
defending slightly to the right before
But you can
entering the braking zone.
Well, drivers, it's race control. Code 80
This is
in
the best bit
10
of driving right
seconds.
It's the baby blue
Yeah.
there, isn't it?
So he's on my right now. And like I can't.
Code 80.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Code 80 enforced.
And of course, we've got this
All
battle
places
just up
here.
ahead as well.
It was a Corvette spinning. I've gained a position. He has no rear wing.
Well, drivers, it's race control. Code 80 in 10 seconds.
Would you say this one's my fault? Reese?
And number 3 opting to go into pit lane in that moment.
Yes.
So very strategic.
Can you float from their point of view?
ongoings here.
3.
Actually, no, like,
2,
do like a far
1.
chase.
Code 80 enforced.
So we're going to take this opportunity, ladies and gents, to have a quick break. We'll try and have a catch up about what caused the Code 80 in a moment. We are now halfway through the 3 hours of
50-50.
and we'll be right back after
He came
this
left a little
short
bit.
break. Stay
Yeah.
tuned.
You understood.
Because right there, I'm turning left.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened, Kyle?
Sorry?
Did you see what
Code
happened?
80.
No.
No. I just saw a
Drivers,
backwards
prepare for green
GT.
flag in 10
Bastards,
seconds.
they're taking an ad break.
Not for a code
Green
80.
flag. 1 minute.
Yeah.
1 minute. Sorry.
5, 4, 3, 2,
I'm
1.
defending for
Green
now.
flag.
Green, green, green.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
As he said green flag, it lagged me back.
That Senna GTR looks so badass.
Okay, you see this hit right here?
Oh,
Completely KO'd their steering.
the big oof.
Look at this steering. You know what the
I
best
got
part
a
is?
fight as well.
This was the leader.
Oh.
Where you going,
hey.
mate? Alright,
still
report
won.
this twat.
Oh.
What's happening?
Corvette blocking. I've been behind him for 2 laps now. He had no problems letting someone else go, but now he's like,
Is he blue
Are you
flag?
lapping him?
yeah. I don't know.
Do you know what lap you on?
It's from lap 64 onwards. But there was a code 80, so it's kind of like
What lap you on now?
68, 66, 67.
Do you know what car it is?
I think it's number 8. The guy that you said that was lagging.
Oh, okay.
They're just playing RFactor2 ads.
You gonna let me go? Ooh! Why did you brake there?
Did he hit him?
Yeah, I took him out.
Okay.
We have steering damage again.
Fair enough.
But to the other way now.
This is going well.
Good times, good times.
Why would you brake on the racing line into the chicane?
I broke the game too. Sick.
Oh dear.
It's crabbing on the brakings.
Not good.
Might be a stop and go on top of that then.
No, it's his fault. If I get penalised for that, I'm quitting this race.
Do you want to update that one, Chris, and say we now have damage because of it?
What did he do? Like brake check, basically?
Brake check. Braked on the racing line. He wasn't letting me go for the few laps, so he was ignoring blue flags, and then decided to slow down on the racing line. It was almost like it was intentional.
Braked on racing line and car.
Did you take his wing off?
I don't know, I just cleared him out.
Probably the 13 then, because someone said in the chat 13 is wingless.
They might call another code 80 for that.
Braked on. What lap was that going?
68 or 67.
Do you know what corner?
Into the chicane after turn 1 to turns 2 to 3. Entry to 2, sorry.
Entry to TT.
I've got good pace as well. I've got the Bentley in front as well now.
They're still showing shitty ads at the minute, so I can't really see what's going on.
Like, no one's running the Audi R8.
No. That's the Evo one as well. We got 2. And 2 Bentleys.
You get 2 for the price of 1. And the broadcasters probably took a break.
Go for a pee break.
That advantage gives me an erection.
Lovely.
I don't like the diffuser. It's too big.
It's a nice.
Hangs out far too far.
Bentley sounds so nice.
It looks good. Have you seen the diffuser on the old one? It was even more out of place. But it had that V8, so.
Got one crashed right in front of us as well at the Mons. That was hilarious. I don't think we're going to be going this year, which is disappointing. But oh well.
I just go back and it's just a car spinning.
Yeah, there's a car just in the middle of the road.
Probably the car I took out.
You did just go past on the next corner when it came back on thing.
Yeah, that's the car I took out then.
Just after the halfway point here, as we continue to
Oh, number 8 have just put someone bumped our car with damage. So I've got a feeling that might, well, they didn't see it, but it's probably
us.
Our issue.
Yeah. I mean, that wasn't a bump.
Someone bumped our car, we damaged.
Someone broke checked me. I'm damaged.
They've got a warning.
We have a warning for causing contact, and they have a warning for ignoring blue flags.
It's a warning. Chill.
Yeah, I'm pissed off about that.
You're pissed off about a warning.
You
are a bitch.
You already give them their penalty. Sent them into the wall.
Exactly.
Fair point.
Have this stop and go.
I should be getting a drive-through. Should be DQ'd, mate.
You're very aggressive, Kyle.
I know, but that's the fun of it.
Sounds fun.
I'm fucking angry.
I'm right, they're wrong.
This is worse than Kylan and IMSA, like. Warning! Fuck up.
We're P9.
We're P9.
P1, mate.
We're on for 2. If you finish P9, we double our points in the championship.
P1.
And then RSA Sim Races doing very well in P5.
Should be on the podium positions right now. Due to that stupid drive-through, because that wasn't my fault. Because some donut in front.
Oh my god, let it go.
No!
Jesus Christ. Done.
I don't care.
Drive, monkey.
Oh, this is funny.
Oh my god.
Moving on to the next page, Racing Ferrari.
Still no updates on any tickets.
Hang on, check general. There's a car in P20 that hasn't even been unveiled yet.
Yeah, seen that.
14 is the sister car with
It's also,
When are they going to unveil the livery?
for those guys. So
Wait, is there like a walking?
for
Is there
them.
like a walking?
Still running
Yes.
and no doubt
A car with like a bright yellow livery.
Number 80
No,
from
no, it's
Chequered
covered
Racing,
over with like a sheet.
Patrick Gaming,
It's not the keys, though.
Simcoe, followed by lastly the last remaining track.
It's probably like
Racing.
left the service. I don't know what car they've got.
That's one of the cars they're still waiting on a skin because they sent the GTE version of the car instead of the GT3. I think they just haven't updated it.
To rejoin. So there you go. That is
What GTE
your,
cars are in RFactor2?
current picture of things where we all
Orca,
stand.
M8, 488,
Corvette.
Why are you dive bombing there?
C7?
The
Yeah.
closing stages
And the
of
C8.
second hour.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
brought
so
out.
we're almost
They brought
two-thirds
out
of the way
the
through with 20
Corvette
minutes
before
remaining
C8
here
was a thing.
And the
before
Aston, so
we
it's
enter
like
the
full
final
GTE grid.
sprint to the finish.
Yeah.
That is very cool.
I believe URD also make a mod for the 4GT as well, if you're so inclined.
Aren't you already shit?
Yeah, no, not that bad.
Yeah, you got Aston M8, C7, or C8. Yeah, C8.
Completely different picture. There's
Oh,
been
and you
a
also
few
got the
code
Cadillac
80s here this
TPI.
afternoon, as you can imagine. Very
The
circuits such
Liger.
as Mid-Ohio,
Ligia.
and a lot of the GT3
Liger P2,
die,
Pete, die.
The Norma LMP3, Orica P2 on the center. It's your endurance shit.
Your fucking child could die in a hole. I am aware. I am a fucking rage.
You got the GT3, Aston Audis, two Audis, two Bentleys, M6,
Halfway through my stint,
Callaway.
so I can go away after this.
Ooh, this man is
650S, 720S.
The
Ferrari just like walked past me.
Radical.
30 minutes to 20 minutes remaining.
Walked?
Last bit of splash and dash
Walk.
before
I
we
was-
to the finish. And that's when it will
Yeah.
Where is Kyle right now in the standings?
like 9th.
Should be third.
Red fucking last.
He should be third. Yeah, right. Kyle is fucking nuclear. Like take what like you've seen in an IMSA or like an ILMS and times it by about 5.
Oh god, what are you doing?
We got a warning for like tapping someone off, right? But they were ignoring blue flags and blocking. So
Okay.
they both got a warning. We all let it go. Carl's like, a warning? A fucking warning?
Stint length we've seen is 38 laps for the LMP2s.
Yeah, even though Carl fucking
38 laps
bumped
for
the
the
shit
Ohio
out of him.
coming in.
I should have got a drive through. I still stand by my
The broadcast went to ad breaks, so we got
Oh no.
adverts of the new Audi.
This is what he did. So we were coming through the chicane, coming through turn 1. It's all fine, you know. He then decides to brake on the racing line for the chicane, and the chicane is flat out on the racing line, and he just brakes in the middle of it. Like, where am I meant to go?
Into him.
So I reckon these two cars, these
And
two
you.
are going to go down to the wire.
And the Porsche, that bloody broke checks me going into code 80.
Provided no more code 80.
Imagine having code 80s.
And we do have a further battle down the order.
Imagine.
Basically, the Porsche in front was at code 80 by the time that they said 2. Kyle doesn't usually slow down until the 1.
I see.
So then he just like taps him up the arse, and Kyle just like shut up.
I see.
It's hard to go 80 kilometers an hour.
The guys in the broadcast are like fucking 5 head as well. They're like, this is similar to Road Atlanta. It's nothing like it. It's similar in the same way that it's in America. And they're like,
Does it have slight elevation change by any chance?
a little bit.
I see.
There's like, what was it? They said that in this track you really have to time your moves right, like any racetrack.
Damn, bro.
They are 10 head, honestly.
Impressive.
But the P2s are arseholes, the GT3s are arseholes, everyone in this race are arseholes.
Yeah, I'm driving it.
Kyle is fucking nuclear.
Well,
They came back from ad break showing the racetrack and there was just a P2 like backwards, like slowly rolling down the hill.
Christ. What class are you in? Are you in GT2 GT? I'm assuming GT3.
GT3.
Oh,
GT3.
GT3. Okay.
It's P2 and GT3, it's only 2 classes.
Oh, okay. I see.
Oh, I nearly binned it.
I see.
Well, I just wanted to say, is Pete here?
No.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the VRS subs. They work very well.
Not able to
No problem, no
widen
problem.
the door
I think
You
it,
didn't even just
when it
though, so
when it comes to iRacing,
careful, of
VRS
course,
equals
they are,
GT, PDS equals P2. Like,
Well, to give you an idea,
I think anyone wants to
I've struggled for pace. I qualified P5 in the inside I just did, when usually I'm like right at the back of the grid in qualifying, and I came second. That was like, compared to like the most I've managed to manage is like P8 with the PDS, and I was almost half a second faster than the PDS. So, like,
the first time I tried a VRS setup, it was an IMSA around Watkins Glen in the Lamborghini. I went 1.5 to 2 seconds quicker a lap in the VRS.
It does not surprise me one bit. Well, I'm gonna go play Rust.
Yeah. At some point, because you can join ESS like practice like any license.
Yeah.
So try. I will send you the P2 PDS setup and try it around Silverstone. Join any ESS server and try it.
The if you're gonna try the PDS, change the brake pads to medium.
Why?
I think the Porsche is
Why
eager
it's
to
better.
get away with this one.
Okay.
Because
with the high one, you're practically locking up. You can just wham on the brakes
I
with medium.
barely lock up.
Don't come
but
back
okay.
anytime soon.
Well, I go now. Goodbye, bitches.
Very tricky indeed to pass any of the cars here. But nicely navigated.
I don't know why medium brake pads are better. They're just the half.
I don't struggle with the high though. I don't really lock up, so
On the P2, I fucking hate the high.
I somehow get faster lap times with medium than I do low.
I'll give medium a try, but
once again,
with high.
that means that Cliff Vandervin is the leading Fair Racing team car as he goes into into that position.
I got 51 liters, 2.4 liters using a lap.
World stream.
Hi!
From the number 10
Stream?
from Ajax.
Oh my
Racing,
God.
Cartwright still in
we
charge.
should write a high mum on the back.
Monsters in the Bentley has just moved
I
up
think it's
by
about
one
24
in the
laps.
last few moments of
We
the
just shout at the
qualifying.
broadcasters for not showing us on stream enough.
Yeah, they should. We've been on it a fair bit though.
Riding the
This.
sole Bentley for
What makes a change because normally we're dead.
Oh, crash ahead.
Racism, I tell you.
To be fair, the last race at Spa, when Chris died, you saw us fighting down to a Rouge, and then as we crashed, you can just see the back of the car spinning across the track.
Oh, we're coming up against a Bentley. Nice.
Yeah. I've been up this guy's ass for quite a while now.
And I think this is the part
GT3
of the race where things are going to calm down slightly. Is one of the Ferraris off there just
I might just send
short
it.
moment ago. And of course, the big news is that the 13, we did have a code 80 before we went on our break.
If I have to watch the next hour of this stream without the Bentley, I'm hurting you.
Has sadly retired due to having its rear wing removed. And I'm not too sure
That
how that
Corvette
happened.
wing looks stupid.
But we saw them
It's
crash into
shit.
the barrier at their own accord.
It's like,
After touching
Bendy.
the grass on the exit
yeah,
of
I mean,
Palmer
that
Valley,
works
just,
because if you've seen the
11, I
650S one, that's got
Yeah.
like a
And
split
ever
at the
since
ends.
then, I think
but
it's
there's
all
no
gone a bit
proper end plate on it.
downhill, perhaps.
The search there should
No.
be
So it's a
like
very
going all
unfortunate
up it, because
situation
otherwise
for
it's just
13.
falling
Same
off.
thing happened in the Spa. They had the DC after
With very,
trying
very
to swing in
basic
the middle
understanding
while
of
this
aerodynamics says it's all
they
wrong.
had a huge lead over the rest of
Everything about the
field
Bentley is
at
all
the
wrong.
6
It's
hours
just a
bar.
brick.
So
But I
not
love
that
good
shouldn't be
times
as
for
fast
the
as
Coaching
cars.
Racing Garage.
Well,
Very
that's
strong
just because
team, very
BOP.
consistent, but,
BOP wasn't a thing
not
that I think would be
coming together here
stone
this
dead last every
afternoon.
race. They get some extra
We've
ponies.
got
Not sure how I feel about BOP, to be honest.
cars still running. In fact,
It's okay,
I think
like,
about three of the
you for making a
DNFs
good
we've got
car.
here, only 5 of them.
well, would
which
you
is quite
prefer BOP
surprising
or bad,
given the,
bad
circuit
racing?
that we're using this afternoon. About 3 of them
I prefer
are
Spec Series.
disconnections, I believe. So people suffering from internet issues. I mean, I know. for a
Who's
fact
driving that
it's
car?
snowing here in the United Kingdom, so no doubt it's
What, the Bentley?
problems across Europe.
No,
as well.
I don't know if the
Similar
guy that
nature.
we killed, or Kyle killed, might have gone and put wets on the rear of the car and then retired.
How?
Because they're idiots.
I feel
So
some
we are
rain.
coming to the end.
Let's
of
slap some wets on the rears.
Second
Oh,
hour
it's
now. 10
not,
minutes
fuck's
remaining
sake.
until
If it was, that would have been
we
hilarious.
enter the final phase of this race. And
They've retired now anyway, so I guess it's not an issue. But
dive into the pit lane
It's an issue for them.
and get a new set of tyres, and of course they all need fuel in order
It's
to
not
get to
how
the
they
end.
wanted their
To what
afternoon
extent
to go.
Exactly, we don't know yet. So I'm expecting the number 11 to come into pit lane in a short while. They're currently sitting in I
Still
think
there.
5th place. 6th rather. So Andrew Parkinson is still driving the car. He's been in from the start, so no doubt
one
he'll
of the
hand over
Ferraris.
to his teammate for the final remainder of the race.
Bentley sounds so good.
Let's go toilet.
Piss your pants.
Like a
Going
true
side by
racing
side
driver.
As they go over the crest of the hill, the number 10 on the inside. Not the best overtaking opportunity available. It's a closing door, as they say.
It's
as
a
you
closing
enter,
door, as they say.
the next corner, which is turn 9.
Who said that? Senna. Is that BM behind for position?
No. Just further up the road, here we go side by side. Dennis Castillo
Oh.
Sims, Argy Bargy as they make contact on the braking zone into turn 6. The Porsche
Simcoe
still
and a
has the
Ferrari are
inside
beating the
line,
shit out of each other
make
right
it
now, so.
difficult for the Ferrari as much as possible. But
Hell
Dennis
yeah,
Castillo
hopefully they
Sims
both
is
die.
still there,
Yeah.
so good racing between the two. Coming up over
I
the
need to go on a
S's
break, so
and
I will
into
be
sector
back
3.
in about
Porsche
10 minutes.
Still hanging on to that position. This is a battle for second
See you
place.
shortly.
Are you getting everything ready, Chris?
And they are our 2 championship leading teams
Nice.
as well. Bros Racing Ferrari lead the way with 130 points on the board, whereas Team Simcoe have just. Well,
I am
I say
faster than
just,
this
it's
Bentley in front, but
125, so
there's
by
no real
all
good
accounts, they
way
need
of
to
getting
stay
past.
ahead of that Ferrari. And by doing
The
so,
fucking
they
bumper
will
to
close
him.
the gap by at
It's
least
a
2
5-second
points
gap to the
going
car in front of the
Watkins
Bentley.
Glen in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, but he's really holding me up.
Now, if we know the Bros Racing team, they
Go
will
for a
not make
cutback.
that easy for them.
The car's like sliding mid-apex.
Ah.
So it's kind of like...
All heavy on the brakes.
No, his car as well. So it's kind of
Can he get the
like...
car
It's a
turned
bit
in?
risky
Oh,
because
Team
I don't have
Ricky
the grip
Monster's
for it
come
because
into
they're
the
both
fray
pretty much on the
and
limit of grip.
destroy that opening
I see.
opportunity. I thought they were going to try and get the cutback, but it just got snatched away from them.
I have seen him like from pressure go wide a couple of times, so just keep the pressure on him and he'll go wide at some point.
I'm going to show my nose into the hairpin.
Into sector
Only
2.
like
In the
briefly
meantime,
show you nose,
Christopher
he'll
Tobias
crumble.
for RSA Sim Races now entering this battle.
You fucking dick up his ass.
It's going to be a 3-way fight for second
We know
place.
you'd love to.
Oh!
And looking at the last
What a
lap
move.
times, they are very quick indeed. Now, RSA Sim Races
I hope
had a
they
very
show
strong
this.
qualifying
I
for
hope
them.
that was on the- I
before
hope that was
start
on
of
the
this afternoon's
broadcast.
race, so we know that they're very pacey.
It won't be.
And they will now be in the slipstream of Dennis ahead in that Ferrari.
I just sent it down the inside.
And it'll just be a matter of closing that gap down. We've actually got 3 battles underway up and down the order. This
Yay.
is the highest.
Mate, if you're gonna
qualifying
show
Got a
you
big
that we've got
thing
on the
going.
table at the
Completed
moment.
path to partner.
So we'll stick with these guys as much as we can.
I'll let you know if it comes up.
And here comes Dennis Castello Sims on Milan Saran for the Simcoe Porsche team. Going defensive on the inside line, side by side. The Porsche makes the Ferrari go deep into the braking zone, able to defend magnificently. Typically on the
delay on
outside
this?
line is the preferred position, but Porsche just knew exactly how much road to give them and was able to hold that position nicely. So good driving there from both the teams. All this fighting in the meantime, Christopher is closing that gap down as they come through into Thunder Valley once more. Gap is down to 0.7 seconds and closing. One, two, three GT cars coming across start finish line in quick succession.
Nah, they didn't show it, Kyle. Instead, they showed a Corvette following 2 cars.
To overtake the Porsche in front, but at the same time,
was a nice
if he starts to make
Murray.
an overtaking move, he has to think about the Corvette behind, because if it doesn't
Such
work,
a nice move as well.
then he could lose
It's just a
that position
Corvette
as well.
watching a Ferrari following the
Things
Simco
coming into
Porsche.
consideration
Nice.
now as the
Fun times. Look, guys, these guys are high up the order. Let's ignore the battles. Let's just show the guys at the front.
Once again in the slipstream, trying once more down onto the inside. This
Okay,
time
that's-
outbraking himself.
Right,
He
this Ferrari's a
manages to slow it
crackhead.
down, and that means he's got the inside for the S's. That is really
Kill.
pushing the limits of the
Kill.
track.
Ta-
He
to be
just manages
fair.
to keep it within the track limits. Oh my, that was spectacular stuff. Knew exactly how much he could chew off. In
That
terms
was
of braking
spectacular
performance,
stuff.
and managed to
Yes,
make move. There was a
it really
slight
was.
touch, but nothing too serious. I think that is fair
Thrilling.
game.
Fucking
He
hell.
knew that he had to
Lads
make
are on
that
the edge of
move
their
this
seat.
particular lap because, of course, RSA Sim Race is looking very strong in the closing
That's
stages
just a
of the
live stream,
second
my
hour.
point of view.
So it was all about making that move stick
Yes.
in the nick of time.
And
that way
Corvette's
he can
looking
focus on getting
very
away while
feisty.
these two decide to fight over third place.
Oh, God. Why is there no normal people that commentate sim racing? They're
If
all
you
like.
are loving the racing that's going on here,
Hey,
so
what
I would
about
just give the
They're
stream
either
a thumbs
pretending
up,
to be
and if you
Murray
are new to
Walker
the channel as
or
well, don't forget to give us
You
a
know,
Dead
subscribe.
inside.
Hit that sub button.
Sadakist,
Catch up on
the
races
CS
that we
commentator.
post here
I
at
do,
CS
and he's got a
as
BM
well.
that he
This is
tracks
just
days.
brilliant stuff
Yeah,
here
he
in
was doing
Ohio.
the iRacing broadcast for
We have a fight going
Porsche
on in the
Esports.
LMP2 class
No
between
shit.
the
Yep.
team
You know the
Rookie
thing Jimmy
Monster
was
Machine
doing?
and the
Yeah, yeah.
97 from Go
the
Team
All-Star
Racing
event before that.
as
That was
well.
Sadakist commentating the official
Keep an eye
stream.
on that,
I
especially
thought
again.
Radio on TV did a really good job at commentating their races.
Yeah, to be fair, they did actually.
Like the majority of the time they got the pit stops wrong, but
Yes.
you know.
Yeah, no, Sado does a good job.
But
though.
they sounded normal, which I quite.
Yeah,
I quite
they
like.
sounded like they were actually into the racing and not like.
Yeah, but like they managed to find quite a nice middle point between going, yes, this is very thrilling, up the inside, and oh my god, oh look, he's having a look him, he's having a look him, it's the murder.
I think I need an adult. That was one of the lines that they said.
Oh, it was, wasn't it?
So that's not ideal.
I
But
think
they're
I need
currently
an
sitting
adult
in
watching
sixth
this.
place.
I
In the
just
meantime,
witnessed a
Charlie Vigo's
murder.
taking over Put On Off Racing.
I
managed
need
to
an
once
adult.
again leads for the Team Rookie Monster prototype
Kill
efforts.
the Simco Porsche, I
Okay,
beg.
What's his name?
Huh?
What's his name?
What, the Simco Porsche?
And we're now
Siran.
just a few
Marshall,
moments away
second
from
name.
the final hour of this
Oh,
race.
no, Marshall's
Already.
the 73 car. That's in front of you.
Yeah.
we have a Steam group. Why do we have a Steam group?
We'll just
Hey,
stay
in
with
Discord
this
crashes.
battle here as RSA Sim Race
do
get
Frozen
past the
League.
18
All right.
and up
Corvette
into
still in
third
administrator.
place, so really good stuff.
God.
I
How
hope
long's
this
left?
fellow gets all the snow off.
Coming up
his
to 1
feet.
hour.
Now he's got to catch
1
up to
hour?
Dennis, which is just
Oh,
1.3
okay.
seconds ahead.
As in 1
the
hour to
meantime,
go.
we've got the
Yeah, I was like,
What is what 1 hour, 1 minute to
Porsche
go?
in the way,
so-
which is the
How many leaders have you got left?
Shield Racing team
30.
as they go on
30?
through.
I'm gonna have a very short stint.
That's what you wanted. I'm lagging.
What the fuck is this guy doing?
That's what you wanted, Chris.
Yes, yeah, that is what I wanted actually. Have Kyle drive fast for near enough. More than 2/3 of the race, and then I'll just jump in and take it home.
This is why I don't do 2/3 of the race. I'm catching this Corvette now. You know, the one that overtook me.
Is that Team Rookie Monsters?
No, it's
The gap is
Marshall that's
extending ever
driving,
so
I
slightly
think,
up
or is that the
to
Ferrari?
so 1.4
Simon Marshall's
seconds
Team Rookie Monsters in
between
front.
RSA Sim Race.
He's
Got the
just,
Minato
like
Plus
half a second
BMW
slower
in
last lap.
between them.
I did lag back that lap as well.
Oh, a bit of an aggressive move from
I
Blackpool
might
Racing
ask
coming
the
down into
Marshals
S's
to
there.
reiterate Code 80 rules because
just punched the front fender of the Corvette.
Yeah.
Can we have some clarification, please?
Yeah. Because I was going 80 kilometers an hour, but apparently not.
I think you're meant to go 80 kilometers an hour without hitting someone up the arse.
He shouldn't have brake checked.
He shouldn't have braked for the code 80.
He was doing a Louis special coming out of the pits.
I hate that man. Whenever I'm behind that man coming out of the pits, I hate myself.
We'll drive
He's really caught the bug for P2 as well.
10 seconds.
Another code 80.
Code 80 and 10.
Around coming into the chicane. He's got another opportunity to regain some
Have we joined the session?
positions. If
3,
2, blue flags will
1, code 18 calls.
I'm sitting ready to hit spectate to jump in.
The Go Team Racing
We're too far out of the pits, so...
I don't know what's caused the code 80.
I went past the start-finish line when they said code 18, so if we were coming through
control, green flag in 10 seconds.
Are they coming out of it anytime soon?
Yeah,
10 seconds.
Green flag in 10.
Shit.
3,
Would have been a good time to jump
1,
in.
5,
Yeah.
18
And that's
calls.
the panic again.
2, 1, green, green, green.
Oh yeah, Panickers.
For the 29. They've just
Wait, which
come out
car's
of
which
pit
was that?
lane
Back to green.
after doing a quick pit stop. Let's have a quick
Green, green, green.
look at that if we can.
Oh, it's the green Porsche!
Control,
Oh, did he
flag
bin
in
it?
10 seconds.
That's it.
No, it's right in front of me.
Oh.
It's a Simcoe car. End his life.
Murder him.
Just tap the back of him, make it look subtle.
3,
Why is there not a code 80 still?
1, green, green, green.
And that was disastrous.
I came
for them,
through,
'cause they were leading this
the
race
next
at the,
sector 2,
next
and there was
round
just
of
a
pit stop,
car
and that's all gone
parked
terribly wrong for
by
them.
the racing
So
line. He wasn't on the racing line, but
Oh yeah, the Saran car's fallen back.
Looks like he's still going to be able to continue at least. And in comes Dennis Castillo.
A load of the GT3s are hopping in the pits, by the way.
Christopher Taboton.
Yeah, but it's
How
back
are we on
to,
fuel?
it's back to green.
25.
25.
It's
Like
2.5 a lap.
For the teams in the GT3 class
No,
at
like
least.
10, 11 laps.
Before going to the
Yeah.
end.
Should take
Andrew
us to about
Parkinson's also in
40.
pit lane.
Shouldn't you just hop in that, like, as in get in the session now, Chris?
I'll jump in, mate.
Just in case another code 80 jumps in.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sitting.
You might as well to be ready.
Yeah, 'cause we're coming up to, 5
We're just past the hour mark, so-
They've been playing the long game for quite
Sorry,
some
10
time.
laps
They've been
now.
waiting for this moment in since the start because they came in after half
Might
an
as
hour's
well sit
worth
in
of
the
racing.
session.
They came in again at the
Don't see
end
any
of
harm
the
in it.
first hour, and this is their final of 3 stops that they're going to be making in about.
I'll give it a
5
few
minutes'
laps because they
time.
don't
So
like you sitting in
definitely
there,
keep
or else
an
they
eye
give you a
out for that. We
penalty.
expect a driver change from them as well because Andrew Parkinson. has
What,
been
do
in
they
the
sit
car,
there looking at the
from the
people in?
beginning,
I think they keep tabs on
and all the
when
other
people come in and
are
out.
Still waiting to get back.
Yeah, but it's like it's
underway.
just past the hour
Luigi
mark,
Rizzo
like,
in pit lane.
Yeah.
and you've got what,
Yeah.
5 laps
All
left?
these
10.
cars
10.
coming
10
to
laps.
their
There's that
stop at this
fair
moment of the race.
usage, driver usage, whatever you want to call it as well.
What is
Let's
it?
say, well, we need to pit.
What
I
percentage?
can't remember. I think it's like 20 something percent. I think.
Surely you can just say you're getting ready in case there's the code
Yeah.
80, and then pit under the code 80. That should be fair.
Hmm.
It's not like you've been in since like the halfway
Sam,
mark.
can you look into that?
It's 20%.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm coming up to 90 laps.
Yeah, but on
Fucking
That's
hell.
fine. You've done a third, 2/3.
yeah,
So
66%.
Okay.
And Vito Boffa for the.
What, so if I do
Triple
100
one,
laps?
sorry, is in pit lane. A further DNF.
And
here
has he
that
got
leaves our
enough for
total
25?
You got to do 20 laps.
27 cars
25,
out of
which, yeah.
33.
Is there enough time for 20 laps?
Well, you've done 100 laps in
Sim race.
2 hours, so I'll
They've
do
still got their
50
two
laps.
sister
You
cars
just
Well,
need to do
out
an
on the
hour.
circuit, though, so
Yeah.
it can still continue
Well, it's 58 minutes
the
now.
Race.
yeah. Or you just need to do like
And things are starting to
Come in.
Say it on
down
stream.
as we now
Come in at,
enter
like,
the last
the-
few stages.
just
We're
before the
following
50 minute
Manchester
mark.
You need to do
City. They'll be in the
36
pit
minutes
lane
worth
very
of
shortly
laps.
as
Yeah.
well as they enter the
Okay.
first hour of the race. Of course, for those of you
Which
that don't
you
watch
should
us
be more than
usually,
that, 'cause the
typically
fuel will run out.
is
Yeah.
a 20%
it should be about a
driver contribution in
45
terms of
minute.
the distance of the race
stint.
itself. So you need to have at least 2 drivers to get to the end of the event here.
Where are we? We are
Jose
currently
Benoit
third.
has got Charlie Rigo giving chase. He's about 3 seconds
From
behind.
last or
He's
overall?
down into
Third in
the
class.
Next lap. Charlie Rigo's first time in the car as well this afternoon. And
I think as everyone dived in the pits, we might be a bit further back down.
Now the LMP2s will need to come into the pit
I've got
lane
good
one
pace.
more time before
So
getting
I might be able to pull a gap, and you might be able
Charlie
to.
Rig has only been in for 6 laps.
Just manage it to the
far
end.
this afternoon.
Yeah.
So
The only person
typically,
like
LMP2 tanks
behind
last
you
about
that you could be
40 to 50
fighting
minutes,
realistically is the
depending on what
Bentley.
circuit we're at.
Everyone it drops off massively after that.
Yeah. I've got a 33-second gap to the guy behind.
Yeah.
Pit stops are usually around.
That's if they came
Well,
into
when
the
I
pits
did
and
it,
they dropped
65
off.
seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll be alright. The only person you'll really be near that's like behind you will be the Bentley.
Last time Chris raced the Bentley, it didn't end well, so...
Nope, I ended up in the wall at... What? Radion?
Right, okay. I got some ground rules. Don't hit the Bentley. There we are.
Hit the Bentley, that's my rule.
Or if the P2 can hit the Bentley, that'd be really good. But don't get hit by a P2.
Why is RFactor doing
Come on,
RFactor
P2
things?
hit Bentley.
Why
Because
wouldn't it?
RFactor is shit.
I've spun.
Oh,
I crash.
did you hit anything?
Go for it.
No.
Why did it
Simple
spin
Porsche.
that?
What the fuck did I just do?
Let's have a few laps on board.
Yeah,
Charlie
that's
Rigo
it for
put
Web.
on off racing now
Not
as he
what
makes his
to do.
way around Mid-Ohio circuit. Nice clear bit of circuit for him.
Why did it spin?
Not much in the way of traffic around.
GT3 aero.
Oh, I'm gonna guess it lost traction.
No, but I didn't.
Fucking hell, Pete, you should work for NASA.
Oh, the rears are not liking me.
Let me join you piece of shit server.
Are you attempting to join now?
Yeah, I've already tried once and it kicked me out.
Oh, dear.
Why? Means the service full.
No, there's 30...
You can just hear
Oh,
Charlie
I'm in,
Rigo
I'm in.
changing up the gears. ever
Yeah,
so
no,
slightly,
but
just in order to
spectators
make
don't
sure
count towards that.
he can
count.
get that good exit speed.
And I
coming
just
into
have to
the
wait an
chicane
hour
there.
for all the cars to load.
Yeah, that's why the whole issue happens is spectators don't count towards that count, but they do count towards the server cap.
Now, we've had a driver change for.
Surely
Mantis
people should be
Lucas,
hopping out
so
there
the
because
number one
a
has
lot of
dropped
driver
back
changes
down the
already
order,
happened, like the PTs.
Yeah.
Into
According to
fourth
this,
place
Kyle's in second.
after their next pit stop. I don't still think that they'll
Fucking
be able to
wish
get to the
that.
finishing line. We'll have to wait
Pit
and
stops
see.
for Allegiant.
Because we know that there are a lot of engine
says
modes
it's- yeah,
inside those
it says it's
LMP2s.
Pick the Twitch emotes. Oh, we
which
moved Twitch
dictates how
emotes to new
much fuel
emotes page.
consumption
I don't know
they
how
decide
long's
to use,
left.
So maybe they'll be able to stretch 52 minutes.
51
Not entirely
minutes.
Sure. It'll be a stretch at a task
I
like that.
reckon come in next lap.
But that means that Charlie
Yeah,
Rigo
I'm still
and
loading in. I'll let you know when I'm in.
moved up ahead, but I'm pretty certain
You gotta
that they
do
will need to come into pit lane
25
in
laps, so
time.
that
We'll have
is.
to wait and see.
I think it's roughly 36
and
minutes.
Oh, come on, for the love of Christ. No. Am I riding with you, Kyle?
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah.
Sweet. Still say I'm riding with you?
No.
Oh, okay, sweet. I'm not riding with Kyle.
12 litres left.
Well, I'm ready when you're ready.
Okay. Might as well try and get it as empty as possible.
Don't spin it on pantry this time.
I wasn't trying to pit.
When you
NASA engineer and comedian Pete.
My leader. Don't spin it on pantry this time.
I've just overtaken. I'm in 12th place.
I think the Simco car's in front. But you are in second.
Easy game.
What chassis are the PTs in this?
Alright, Lucas.
And the Ligier, but this one's only Oricas.
Oh, I like the Ligier. It's my favourite one.
Too bad.
There's a Simco car behind you.
Too bad they perform like shit.
Oh no, you're second.
Oh, I fucking hate Photoshop with a passion, dude.
It's mainly the front end.
I'm literally trying to export this, and the export button just does nothing.
What are you trying to export?
Just a fucking image.
Yeah, as a PNG or what?
Yeah,
Just do file save as PNG.
but I need to change the canvas size.
Image, resize.
Look how cool that is.
No.
Because I need to make it one by one.
No.
Just no.
That's just rude. I like the headlights better than the.
I like they've got the accent bit where they can change the colours. So that's fair enough.
3 laps, Chris.
Okay.
But best looking prototype.
Norma isn't called Norma anymore. It's called like Queen.
Maybe box next lap, just Kyle, just to have enough time.
Okay.
Cover ourselves.
I don't know how many laps to go.
Complete
That's the
complete this one and
the
then request pit stop on your next one and then come in.
That's the one that used to be Norma.
Well, Norma's just a renamed Orica, isn't it?
No.
Going from that.
Do you want me to put 100 litres in?
Yeah. We're not going to need a
You
full
won't
tank.
need a full tank.
No.
It's like the Alpine. The Alpine is an Orica, just
That's the
rebadged by French. Yeah, it's an Orica.
It's fucking not.
Yes, it is.
I can tell you now it's not. Because Norma was the same chassis.
The car is identical to the Orica.
Oh, fuck this. Okay, it's basically an Orica.
Thank you very much.
Alright, go pit. All done, Chris. Pit stop is all done. Bro. Yeah.
Is Alpine its own chassis? No, it's an Orica.
No, it's an Orica.
So you've got the Orica, which is an Orica, the Alpine, which is an Orica, and the Queen, which is an Orica.
Yes.
Helpful. And you got the Ligier and the Dallara.
New tyres. 100 litres.
What? It's not a Liger. It's a Ligier.
Like these nuts.
Don't spin.
Ligier used to be an F1 team.
As I said, don't spin entering the pits.
There you go, Chris.
Good job, you toxic man.
Yeah.
Try not to hit the walls.
Yeah, you'll be alright. Just be careful with the P2s.
Let's go through our first scenario. You've just received a warning.
Fuck off!
There we are. He knows the drill. Snow settled on the car and I really want to go make a snowball.
I might go make some food.
Yes, sir.
Who flamed us for being like back of the champ and good luck, Chris. Take it easy. Get it to the end.
Yeah, so you're gonna do. Just drive it to the end, pretty much.
Oh, my RF2 crashed.
Good game.
Awesome.
That's alright, it's after the race, you're fine.
Also, where's the exit button?
Oh. It's P2 off.
Sam, where's the exit button for RF2?
You need to go to the RF2 tab at the top and then exit game.
Why?
I don't know.
Have an X on the top right corner.
Yeah, I just saw the P2 clip the grass. He goes deep into the grass area. Let me know if you want to set up a F1 or something, Chris. Yeah, we'll hear you.
20-second stopping penalty for car number 91 for causing a collision.
much damage or?
Spin.
Why?
Was this after your spin or?
Yeah.
Oh right, I see.
It's the P2's fault. Do you want me to report it, Chris? That 1, 2.
Yeah, 1 to do 1.
Just bring it home, you got like 7 minutes. Do you want me to serve deaf new guy?
Oh shit.
Okay. It's only us two.
What's the incident called? Spinning us out. Moving our cutting. I spell lose.
LOSE.
I spell position.
Do you want me to type that?
Ah, sorry.
I just saw that Corvette come out the pits. He fucking dragged you.
Could you just send me a message, just position? Thanks.
I drove through a pit because I was confused why it came down so much on the relative.
Cheers, Reese.
Welcome back.
Okay. As much as I love Canadians, why do they have to call me? What happened, by the way, Chris? I saw you spinning.
Peter gave us a little love tap and we had a spin. I think the Corvette that we were battling at the time had like either a drive-through or pitted. So now he's only like 2 seconds up the road from us.
Oh,
I've
reported it, yeah.
how do you spell Porsche?
P-O-R-S-C-H-E.
Get the fuck out of the road, please. Oh, you, not you. Sorry.
Simco car. Was that him that said get the fuck out of the way?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I just heard it through the stream. Then he said, you, not you, and then like laughed. I'm not sure if that was the guy or what.
Not letting through lapping car, offender number 10. Number 18.
I'm not sure. I mean, you're holding the racing line. Like, it's their responsibility to go past. They are.
I'm going to serve the death in 1 moment.
Yeah.
We're going to try and find it in the stream.
They are really bizarre with their penalties. Like other times they're like, they can be like a little bit lenient, but other times they're just super strict. Like if they give you a penalty for that, it's so ridiculous. Your button box? No, can show it to me after.
I'll put a picture in chat. Bars are too powerful for them off.
I have to get it.
Oh, because why the fuck is that picture so big? Chris, what are you doing? I'm trying to send Reese a picture of the box and it won't let me do it because the picture's fucking massive.
Camera, you taking it on, what's
With the 79, which I believe was the P2, there is no further action. So it was number 79. 79 is P2, it's a black and blue one. Give me some 17. Why am I doing this? So as much as I love the Canadians, they're a bunch of cunts. You should be able... Oh wait, Carl's not here, is he? I think there's Princess Aura, so it's talking out their arse. You'll be able to see when you get, well, when you look at TeamSpeak.
Did we? Have we finished? Is that why the Simco car went, like, we went past it more? So that was after the Chequered. Okay. Oh well. If points go down to P10, it's 1 point, so not bad. I don't know what the point system is. I'm assuming it's down to P.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Okay. Mate.
Did you get a penalty in the end?
What, for the blue flag?
Yeah.
No.
No further action.
Good.
No, but we reported it as I reported something else, so it might be a response to that.
How can you see which your box is?
If you look at the bottom of it,
There
you
should be a
should
little
see
like log. Yeah.
2 or 3 tabs, I think.
I think it's somewhere in the bottom. It should say, yeah. Because I definitely heard someone say, "Get the fuck out of the way."
I wonder, can we send the cash down? Oh, I fucking hate the system.
We got a what was it? Harry got a message from some guy that was in the Blue Chew LMP2 team that was from ERO, saying, "Oh, you should join this this like random E-series." The calendar was super weird. It's like 12 hours of Silverstone, 8 hours of classic boot Watkins Glen, 6 hours of twin ring Motegi, 10 hours of the historic Catalunya circuit, and 24 hours of Road America. Super bizarre.
Yeah, I saw. I've got
Screenshot it. Send it to him.
Yeah, screenshot and send it to them. Was that definitely the people that said get the fuck out of the way?
Yeah, the number 18. The guy that I hit under under the code 80.
How weird.
I think they should be.
I've just seen that fucking Orica image, Sam. It's getting insane.
It took me a whole 2 minutes to make.
So, did Mazda make that chassis as well?
No, it's a Riley chassis.
It's a Riley, okay. I thought you were gonna say it was a fucking Orica then.
Oh, I'm kicking off as well.
What, are people kicking off about the guy that joined?
Yeah. He did it
Did
to
he?
a few people. Yeah. It needs to be banned.
Yeah, surely that's not on joining other people's teams. How can they allow that to like join other people's teams?
Yeah.
That should not be allowed in the first place.
Resume here, Kyle. No,
Yep.
fuck off and die. Right, how long have I got? 9 minutes, for fuck's sake.
What till?
End of my shift.
Oh, nice.
I get paid my normal wage plus 90 quid for doing the weekend, but fucking hell is it boring.
Oh, well. Do you do much actual work?
Nope.
It's alright then.
There you go. That will shut him up. I told him, he said, resume here, Kyle. And I said, no, I'm not going to waste my time with you. if you're gonna be that petty for my crash, and then also like, for defending yourself for
Angry man. I've never like witnessed such an angry Kyle. Quite funny actually.
I'm right. Okay, if they're gonna be this petty, I'm glad I crashed into them and gave them damage. I'll make sure I'll take them out next race as well, and the next one, and the next one. I will come and do this fucking race.
I'm sorry,